the worst movie podcast ever recorded. And today we're heading out to Elk Hills to see if we can find us a vigilante force. Let's go.
You need to put in like some CGI explosions underneath you when you say that.
Vigilante force.
No, that first line.
I haven't lost a war yet.
Yep, and then explosions.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Get down from that red barrel.
They did not get the note.
No.
On
Those
red
are the
barrels.
blow-up kinds.
Well, they didn't have the red barrel trope in the 70s yet.
They didn't.
Right?
They invented it.
That wasn't a thing. So welcome in, everybody, for not the oldest movie we've done, an old movie for us. I think Death Race 2000 beat it by a year, but we're here to talk about 1976's Vigilante Force. And Dr. Madela is in the house. What's up, brother?
I am here.
Yes, and excited. He texted me all week. Oh my God, this is my favorite movie. I can't believe I watched it 6 times.
That's 100% accurate.
And the mad genius, Joe Goratowski. What's up, dude?
Hey, feel awkward. I'm in a weird spot again.
You don't like being in the middle.
No. I think there's something maybe wrong with me.
You think?
I get weirded out when I'm not in my spot. But I came in and Ryan was sitting here.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to argue with him because he's very intimidating.
Can I tell you a secret?
Right.
Yeah.
I did this on purpose
Yeah.
because I wanted to see you sit somewhere else.
You like there to be a healthy distance between me and you.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I respect it. It's a
okay,
lot.
though.
It's a lot for the middle of the table to handle.
There's a lot here. There's a lot going on in the middle.
Right here.
You know,
A little too much testosterone.
I'm just surprised. But anyways,
Something else.
but I'm doing fine.
Good.
Doing fine. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Excited.
I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited this whole crew is assembled. We got, like I said, Dr. Madel, the mad genius, but also first time since Dragon Wars, or as we call it, Dwars. We've got Jenna Hauser's back in the house.
Hey.
What's up?
I'm not as excited as Ryan is, but yeah.
Well, look, it's not Dragon Wars.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
So we can at least, we're taking tiny micro steps up from that.
I
anyway.
just don't know why you guys wanted to watch a movie about a bunch of dudes in drag.
In drag?
Dragging wars? Drag.
Oh, no. That's not what
Please.
D Wars was.
Please.
I got to go delete my browsing history.
Yeah.
No.
I think this is the first time that, were you on, I'm poking you.
You're touching me.
No, you did the fog with Jenna. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
you
And
were
I
on
did
that
the
D Word.
fog. It was all of us.
So the fog crew.
We got the crew back.
from the fog.
Great.
Nice.
Perfect. Because
take a shortcut.
unfortunately, nobody's Donald ducking it out on their porch. Or getting so mad they turn into a ghost just to spite their boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately.
None of that's happening. Here,
Take a shortcut.
We're going to get straight into the vitals. For those of you who never listened to the show, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you all the particulars about the movie. Then we're going to go scene by scene and march you right through the whole thing. So even if you haven't seen it, you can still listen. And then we're going to hand out some awards at the end. Who did good? Who sucked hard? And then at the end, we'll decide if we think it's a bad movie or not.
Spoiler alert. I can talk today. They all sucked. Oh, sorry. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it. Movie was directed and written by the same guy. This saves me time. I like this. George Armitage wrote and directed Vigilante Force.
Wasn't he on SNL?
George Armitage?
Armitage?
Not that. See, usually I look up ahead of time. I did no research.
Okay.
Isn't that the guy who does the... Are you thinking about the guy who does the voice? Who's
Yeah.
like, hey there,
Oh, maybe it's the wrong Armitage.
Let's just say it's him.
armadillo.
It's him. The guy from SNL wrote and directed this movie, and
It's not.
it is. Except that it is. You're right. The movie stars Kris Kristofferson, who
He's like the musician, right? He sings
He
like
is a
Tennessee whiskey.
he's also for
Oh,
the
the other
longest
one.
time the only frame of reference I had for him was the circus guy from Big Top Pee Wee,
Yes.
right? And then Blade. He was the old guy in Blade.
Yeah, he was a whistler.
Oh, he was with.
he was a whistler.
So
That's how I know. I, mean,
I
that's
thought
how
I recognized him.
yeah.
I didn't recognize him without the gimp, though.
No. Jan, I think it's Jan. It's not Jan. It's not Jan. Is it Jan Michael Vincent? Jan Michael Vincent, I think. And then with
January.
with the guy, it's
How's it spelled?
Jan.
Yeah, why would that be yawn?
Jan.
Wait,
It's January, James.
Jan.
His name is January Michael Vincent.
Yes.
Okay, January plays Ben and Victoria Principal. who also plays a teacher in this. So that's interesting. Budget is don't know and who cares? They don't have any information.
It was at least more than $200.
No.
I'm betting it's at least more than $200.
I'm pretty sure this didn't premiere in a theater, but in someone's garage somewhere.
They just did the old school version of downloading viruses onto USBs and dumping them in the parking lot, and they had a bunch of vinyl records that they recorded it onto, and they just chucked them into different people's driveways.
As they drove by.
Yeah, and they'd shatter
in a million pieces.
They only found one that wasn't shattered, and that's how it survived.
Perfect.
That reminds me of the next level.
Oh yeah, that movie no one will ever see.
Yeah, I think it's like somebody found it as a cup coaster once, and that was about it.
What is this? It doesn't matter. And then threw it directly in the garbage where it belongs.
Yes.
The movie currently sits at a 5.2 on IMDb.
That's a little high.
A little high. That's 114th out of the 170 episodes that we've done.
That's crazy.
Too high.
114th.
Why is it so high?
You guys both think it's too high. It's too low.
I think it's too high too.
It's too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be one against many today, I see. That's fine. That's how I like it. I'm glad I know this ahead of time.
I mean, why is it so low? I mean,
5.2. This is a weird thing. We've done a ton of 5.1s and a ton of 5.3s. This is the first 5.2. on
It's
IMDb
impossible.
that we've
There's no
never
way.
covered.
There's
Isn't that
no way.
random? So super random.
Wow.
we should give out some kind of a gift now.
Yeah, the gift is that we get to give them more publicity, and maybe $10 more will get spent by people wanting to watch this movie.
You can watch it free on
And
YouTube.
then it'll be-
Also that.
At the big old 240p.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was great.
Oh yeah, baby.
Didn't help.
also, it will be a 4.8 at that point.
That's right. Here's what the critics thought. They hated it. 17% critic score. And the audience, yeah, they hated it worse. 14% audience score.
That seems high.
What do you mean it seems high? All right. I'm glad I brought flip-flops today because now I got 4 of them. The ones on the table and the 2 on my feet.
Ah.
Here we go. We're just going to dive straight into this. But before we do, I want to let you guys know, as I prepare for battle here, as I wipe the grease paint onto my face like Arnold Schwarzenegger did in Commando before he went to rescue his daughter.
A much better movie I'd rather watch.
Also, he was a vigilante force of one in that movie. But I digress. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, there's all kinds of ways that you can do that. It's thisshowIstrash@gmail.com. Or you could come here, fly here at great expense on the plane ticket, come to Burlington, and then you could reach out and touch the show like Joe just did, in that he's literally touching me, and I'm reminding myself as to why I like when he doesn't sit next to me.
You did it. Continue, James.
It's all
Continue.
good.
I'm sorry.
Or you could call the show at 262-757-8567 and leave a voicemail. We don't answer.
Nope.
But we will answer you on our mailbag episodes. So if you want to hear back from us, email or phone is the best way to do that. We love connecting with you guys, hearing what you think about these movies. So hit us up with some of your reviews, some of your stories. I want to know the person that saw this in the 70s. I know you're out there.
Somewhere.
Hit us up and tell, I remember when Granny took me to see Vigilante Force.
Yep. Drive-in theater.
That's right.
They're sitting under a bridge, living in a van down by the river.
And listening to Bad Movies Rule on their 8-track.
And we love them.
What? I've been converting our episodes to 8 tracks and mailing them out to peasants that live under bridges, Joe.
Just dude, parachute drops every time you drive by the
What's that?
bridge.
I think that's very sweet of you.
I appreciate that. I feel like I'm a philanthropist.
That's excessive.
I think we need to talk
Oh,
about
like I've got all these things to do that's going to stare at the grass and the water under the bridge. I can't send them something entertaining.
Let's talk about your time management, okay, James?
This show is gonna really go under if you keep dropping money on stuff like this.
Yeah, just make sure you're real close because sometimes I can't hear you. Okay,
My bad.
You're good. What did you just say to me?
I said you're gonna be this. This show is gonna just tank, and we're gonna go bankrupt if you keep doing this. Okay?
You think because we're down to people under bridges listening to us that means the show is
No, I
tanked?
think trying to airmail a very small demographic of people that live under bridges in Tennessee.
Excuse me for trying to get the word out.
Okay? It just seems a little excessive. There's other ways to reach the people.
I call it marketing.
Cheaper ways.
I didn't think this was going to go this
Yes.
far.
I call it marketing.
Right.
Okay. trying to do some things, trying to make some moves. Okay?
It's all about who you know.
That's right. So anyway, it's time to pay the bills. Let's get this frickin' train rolling. Why?
No reason.
Okay.
No reason.
Well, the reason is we have to. Okay, we've got a mutant AI with a gun to our heads.
A metaphorical
Contractually
gun.
obligated to be here.
That's right. So let's just get out to Elk Hills, California, where they got oil and banjos
And hard hats. And hard hats.
Right.
Everybody wears hard hats.
They're minors.
Nobody.
That's
I
how
know
you
that,
know they're
but you-
minors. How are they going to know? We'll put hard hats
You could
on
just
them.
simply say it's a mining town. You don't necessarily have to have the entire cast of the credits wearing hard hats.
This intro was
after they're off work.
Wild West.
Nobody wears hard
And
hats.
minors go to the saloon to kill each other.
I had to wear a hard hat for my job for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you think I wore a hard hat after hours?
Joe,
You
Just
clock out.
permanently stuck to your head.
No.
you can't call middle school your job, okay?
It's not a job.
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
You guys see the size of
I
that
had
bus?
a helmet when I was on the short bus.
It was
okay?
huge.
That was
That's a
for
normal
that was
bus.
for my own safety.
That's the one he couldn't take off. Until
Right.
the
Yeah.
plates fused together.
Okay.
Okay.
Our own personal cyborg. Joe Gordowski.
That's right. Now, Elk Hills, a thriving community in California. There's an energy crisis, sure, but life is good and simple. People are getting off work.
They're single.
And then assaulting strippers and murdering people.
Yes. Randomly. All over the place.
Right.
In broad daylight.
I just picture this miner getting off of work and he's like, oh, the boss was really riding me today. Let's go beat a woman and kill a guy.
I'm going to go run over a child and kick a homeless person.
Drink a gallon of whiskey.
That's how they blow
Yeah.
off steam.
That's right. Call the cops, you say? Well, that'll be difficult because they've been dragged screaming from their cars while they're lit on fire.
Murdered in the streets.
Come on down to Elk Hills,
It's
California.
the happiest music playing during
We got
this,
oil.
too. A little banjo.
It was I will say it was one of the top entertaining credits.
Yes.
What is that?
Opening credits. Yeah.
Opening credits.
Sure, yeah.
Montage I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Where it was just basically nothing but with mayhem and murder.
With hard hats on.
With hard hats on.
which I can't emphasize
Broad-
enough.
There are so many hard hats in this trailer. or
I
this
think they
beginning.
work third shift. I think
must.
it's the morning.
9 a.m.
Morning crew. They get off a
pretty
third
sure.
shift, man. Those third
What's up,
shifters.
man?
Is that why the stripper that was on the table looked like she was wearing like almost normal clothing?
Dancing to banjo music.
That's right.
Wearing a bathrobe.
It was awkward. It was awkward and obvious she was dancing to nothing.
Yep.
Right? It was on a pool table. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Just barely like swaying.
This is what the boys like.
But on the other side of town, all is peaceful and serene as Ben is picking up his daughter, and now it seems like a normal neighborhood
Of course.
that anyone would live in.
Yeah.
Right?
Goes over to the tractor.
How was school today, honey? Yeah.
Oh, great, Dad. Yeah. This was this song. Did Mom like this song?
I don't know, son. We never talked.
Are we going to the tractor place?
Our marriage was a sham.
She just said she had a headache. So
She left for milk and never came back.
what's his name?
Ben.
Okay, Ben
Yeah.
gets home, picks his daughter up to bring her into town. I don't know what they're doing. He's going to work,
He's got a tractor store.
Yeah.
but
Tractor repairs.
she's like, "Did you kill all those clay pigeons, Pa?" And
Yes.
it's like Old Yeller, and he's like, "They're targets."
Targets, daughter.
Yes, without context, it's a weird question.
I'm
He's
a-
part of a
Very.
shooting club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, "I'm really accurate and good at shooting things.
That will come into play later.
Save that for later."
Everybody got that?
Okay.
All right.
Jenny, you got that?
I got it.
You sure?
I'm for sure. Yep.
So he's good at shooting things.
Right.
Okay.
Do you think that's important for us to know?
Yeah, baby.
The daughter, not so much. But the fact that he's good at shooting things.
She'll come up one more time.
one more time right at the end.
This is the classic screenwriting trope of Tell, don't show. Right.
That's what they want.
That's what they want.
These people aren't here
Yep.
to watch anything.
They're not here to learn. We don't want them to think.
He's driving into town, and we meet Lee, the police chief, as they laugh about people getting typhoid from the sewer spraying everywhere.
He's very inconvenienced on everybody slowing down because of the gushing water coming out of these
sewer.
drains. And he's like, come on, it's no big deal.
What did he keep saying? Is like it's going over your heads or whatever.
Yeah,
It ain't over your heads.
Whatever, come on, bring it on through here.
What's the matter, chief? Everybody flush at the same time?
That was about it.
And scene.
The police chief wants people to blast through here at 90, and they're not going to be able to see anything because it's spraying 45 feet in the air across the entire street.
Yeah.
He's like, just drive through the curtain of
like
water.
you just got your license, right? And so this is totally a scenario that you'd be comfortable handling, right?
Right. I could do that, no problem.
Exploding
90
water?
miles per hour. Yep.
Through the middle of the street?
Right.
Okay, let's continue this though.
Yeah.
So into the next scene, just out because you're a new driver, let's see how you would handle this
Okay.
situation.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So now you've figured out how to bypass the water.
Right.
Okay, safely. Good choice. I like
It's
the way
not
you
over your head. Keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
But you got that choice. Now what do you do when there's a bank robber screaming around the corner and then a couple cops come out and then they shoot him dead?
Right.
So how do you navigate the two dead bodies
Right.
on the road, but you still have to get to school?
Right. So I obviously get out of the car, right? I go
Oh.
over to the dead police officer and I take his gun because that's the right options.
It's the right thing to do.
Right. And then that's it.
Yes.
Schools are relevant at this
Turns
point.
out that's exactly what you do.
Yes.
really?
It's amazing.
Yes.
Okay, good. I
Take
just wanted
the
to make sure
gun
that I
and you
had it.
defend. These two guys smoke two cops in the street.
Let's just check on the cops. Not even barely like check, see if there's alive or not.
Tap him?
They're just,
Oh, wait. Okay.
let me get their gun.
Kitty's licking ice cream nearby. Like it's an otherwise normal morning.
Oh my gosh.
Then as they drive away, remember as they drive away, they're like, I don't like the way that guy looked at me, and they just shoot another random dude on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Just kill that guy.
On the way. Yeah.
I thought they were going to lean into like, we're defining this group of bad people, like a gang or something.
Right, was running the town.
But they don't.
There's no gang.
It's
There-
just-
it's
It's
just
just
the
a
people
bunch
that
of
live
random
It's
guys.
just hell.
Yeah.
It's just all these people are assholes.
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I was like, who's the leader? They don't have one.
No.
He's my cousin, sir.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And definitely after watching two cops get murdered, this innocent bystander just get smoked in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what's going to cure that?
What?
A hoedown.
Right, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I'd forgot about that. They've got their Tuesday afternoon hootenanny
Yeah.
that they have to all go to.
It's a hard cut. Boom. They're
Boom.
at the hootenanny.
I don't think there's there's one scene. I think mostly everything happens during the middle of the day in this movie.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And so boom, they're at this hoedown. And Ben and Spanky and all the other olds like get together to talk about to complain to the sheriff. Man, we can't live in this town like this. What do you want me to do? I got 4 officers and 2 of them just got shot.
Yeah.
Or I'm down to 4. Maybe they had 6 before.
There's like 2 guys that are like, maybe we don't need to do anything. We're making some money here.
Yep, that's right. There are 2 of those. And then they're like, well, what if we swear in our own police force? Hey, Ben, your brother's a psycho, isn't he?
He was in the military, wasn't he?
Is he busy? You know, the
we
one
could
with
use him.
PTSD from Vietnam?
Yeah, we could use him right now.
You know, the one that we used to have to throw in jail every week?
He sounds like the perfect fit. I don't know, but
Honestly, like, you think he would say yes? Like, can you ask him for us?
It's like a middle school girl trying to ask, talk to, I don't know, do you think he likes me?
Don't tell him I like him, though. Just see if he likes me.
Don't tell him we want him to be a cop here. But
Yeah.
just see if he's into it.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Here's a note. Here's a note I made. I got this little paper, little thing that you open up and
Tell him we're asking for another town.
Yeah.
Tell him another town wants him to be a cop and see.
I am so
Is he even just interested in going to a town?
Yeah, I am so embarrassed right now. Okay, I am so embarrassed.
Please, all right, forget it. No.
It's just a
didn't say
stupid
anything,
idea.
forget I said anything.
So Ben goes to meet his brother, who is a security guard at a hangar, like an airfield hangar.
Yes. Yeah. Airfield.
And at the time, we don't really know much about Aaron, but knowing what I knew after the fact, man, his boss is lucky he's not dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think he is dead.
He killed him before coming there?
I think that's why he's like, I'll be off at 5 because he already got fired.
It's true. He went and murdered it. Because this dude's like, he's talking to Ben for 4 seconds. What a time I'm paying you to talk to people, get your butt back out there and guard this grass.
Well, what are you all worried about? The blimps aren't going to steal themselves or something,
That's right.
like who cares? It's just
There's no blimps in sight.
Nope.
It's airplanes.
A lot of airplane robberies happening around these parts.
I don't know.
There's no way to know where it went.
But then
Maybe it's that one.
Yeah. And so basically he's like, all right, yeah, I'm into making some money. I'm down for this. Let's meet up with some other war buddies that I have or know at this diner.
That are
Right.
all apparently dirty cops.
They all just so happen to also be policemen.
Right.
Yeah.
All in the same profession.
Ex-policeman.
Right.
Ex-policeman. Right.
And the way he describes them to his brother, I just none of these guys is legit at all.
No.
Because he's like, yeah, this one guy used to work for Beverly, Hills, and he did some stuff over there, and he did some stuff, and they're all kind of jovial about it. It's really weird. It's this is not really a good interview process.
You caught on way faster than I did. I got about halfway through the movie going, wait, is Aaron a bad guy?
Yeah.
Ben's sitting there like, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? They're like, well, probably going to kill some people.
Yeah,
At
Probably.
least tonight.
gonna be wanted for murder.
Before we leave, can we play this sweet pro hockey game? The Pong, basically, that these dudes were playing in this bar,
They were way too into it.
jumping ever so gingerly into his buddy's arms when he wins the match.
So
I was
awkward.
like, bro, what is happening? It's ridiculous.
I think frolic is the term that
That's
comes
what
to
they were
mind.
frolicking over a Pong game.
Effortlessly just jumped into his buddy's arms. It's so funny.
You did it, partner. Thanks, pal.
Back in town, Ben goes to meet his girlfriend Linda at her rooming house. She's got a room at this place because this old lady
I think
runs
it's
it.
a traditional boarding
Like
house.
a boarding house
Yeah.
Yeah,
/ apartment, but it's a room.
Yeah.
think.
yeah, but then you got to have that cliche old crazy woman that wants to vacuum the
Boots?
stairs.
Boots?
Boots, is that her name?
I think so.
All right,
Yeah.
Boots, old
If that's
ass
not her
Boots.
name, that's okay.
It's her
Yeah.
name now.
Boots.
It was something like that.
Vacuum boots.
Shoe leather.
Yeah. Right. She looks like she's named Boots.
He
She
shows
looked
up.
like it.
Yeah.
He shows up with a 6-pack, and she's like, "Back in my day, it took more than a sixer to bed me," or something,
Yeah.
something like that.
She's rough.
Yeah,
That's all she talked about anytime she had a line was something like that.
Right?
My
Yeah.
third husband would have chased y'all off.
yeah.
You stop that indecent groping or whatever the hell.
They
she
just
yells at him.
kissed.
That girl's got to be in school tomorrow.
They're just kissing on a bench. He's like, "What? Forget this. Let's take it up to the room." When she watches them bang through the keyhole in the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah,
She's got to be in school tomorrow, so I'm going to vacuum outside their door.
vacuum
Right.
the stairs.
We're gonna make sure it's clean when she comes out here for school.
Yeah, the hardwood stairs.
Okay. Why is there a keyhole imprint around her eye, around her eyeball?
Yes.
Can't control that bedroom, but this hallway's gonna be clean.
Yeah,
This is very reminiscent of Desert Heat.
It kind of is.
An old lady watching people bang.
And isn't they're in bed and she's like, oh, she cleans at all kinds of odd hours. So she's watching her undress and do all kind she's constantly watching through the keyhole.
That's why her face was kind of weird looking, is she keeps pressing it up and it just imprints.
They walk out and she's sitting on the stairs like, I just sit out here so I could listen to you breathe.
Having a cigarette.
breathe.
That was rough.
Breathe. Or yes,
Breed
but
or
yes.
breathe?
I said breathe, but that also
Okay,
yes.
Apply.
that's really weird. I
Breed?
got to pay attention to you more.
That's fine. Anyway, Aaron and Ben ride around town to scope out the town, and they see a fight break. There's like a line for a bar or a club or something.
Yes.
A roadhouse. And they see a fight
Roadhouse.
break out. And the fight gets all the way to literally the window of their truck when he's like, let me in here. Hello, can I come in your truck? I'm currently getting my ass kicked.
One of them was dressed by like a cowboy, by the way. Just
Yeah.
but not a cowboy.
But not-
It was like cosplaying as one.
Yes.
right.
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 And they just kind of watch this fight, and this is the first time Aaron basically makes an arrest. Like, cop, yes, I am, and puts him in the truck.
His arrest.
That's where you're wrong, Buckaroo.
Exactly. His arrest was the worst. He was like, "We're under arrest for what?" I don't know.
That's exactly what he says.
Well, no, and then they get in the car and he's like, if you kill him,
Yeah.
then you'll go to jail or something
Right.
like that.
And you tell me if he leaves, and if he leaves, you shoot him.
Yeah.
Knock on the window.
Knock on
Out
the
the
window.
window.
Yeah.
Give
Why
me a
does he
high
get
sign.
a knock and I get shot?
Yeah. Let's get like a code word.
Right.
If you see him doing something weird, just kind of go or something. Yeah.
Right.
Look over here.
And then like
Look over here.
5 seconds go by. 5 seconds, right?
Yeah.
They start fighting again.
Yeah.
do.
Right. Immediately. So
Just choking him out in the back.
So, was anyone else distracted by the ADR throughout this entire movie?
Jenna said something
It's worst.
in the first 5 minutes. She goes, "Is this voiced over?"
oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
Nothing matched up.
there's scenes where Aaron is talking in the background, mumbling at people, like, put your money in this bucket. And then he's also talking louder
Yes.
and saying a
Yeah.
different line at
Yeah.
the same time.
So they didn't take out his original audio
Yeah.
and dubbed another line over it.
Yeah.
That's craftsmanship. That's what we call that.
Right.
Okay.
Or one
Chef's
of them will be
kiss.
walking away and he's just like, is at the same volume the whole time.
Yeah.
Right. Like he left and his voice is still there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna leave this here. I gotta go. He'll finish talking.
They called for lunch. I gotta go. Just the ADR. Just finish it for me.
Finish it, please. I'm
Yeah.
done with this scene.
It's like video games when you can walk away and the voice gets dim or whatever, or you turn and
Yes.
decide. But in this
Yes.
one, it's just follows you.
Yeah.
All kinds of gamer things happening in this movie unexpectedly. Ben takes Aaron out and sets him up at Shaky, the guy that owns the diner. I love Shaky, by the way. He has his old farm where I used to be a Turkish prison or something. I don't know.
They bred horses.
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 Arabians?
I thought he
Close enough.
hosted Arabians there.
Arabians are a type
Are
of
a
horse.
type of
He
horse.
says
All
it
right.
because she's like confused.
She's like, Arabians?
Oh.
And then he's like, horses.
Oh.
And then that's it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Not a-
just
not a
he
Turkish
wasn't
prison.
saying they were ugly people. He was saying actual horses.
You were way off, James. You were so off.
I thought he said there was an Arabian commune.
No, they used to breed
Turkish
Arabians.
prison over
Yes.
horses. You're a little off on that one,
All right.
James.
All right. I'm sorry.
It's a Turkish bath with
Okay,
the horse.
Turkish bath with horses. Got it. Anyway, that's his hideout now. Okay. Aaron then goes to this bar that's a front. They find out there's a front for a casino in town, and he's got to get rid of that casino so they can set up their own casino.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Which is a little confusing at first.
Yeah, at first, again, they seem to like, okay, we're gonna try to clean up this town. So they go in there and they.
We're gonna get the guy's name's Pepper. He's in charge of it or something.
Yep. Well, then we get introduced to what's her name here?
Bernadette Peters.
Yeah, old baby face.
Man alive.
Holy crap,
What's
man!
her name? Birdie D? Or what?
Little D.
Little D.
Okay.
Now hold on. You guys never seen a Bernadette Peters performance before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this
okay.
the peak of her acting?
She was in Little Orphan Annie, probably
Yes.
the thing that as a kid you would have most likely seen.
Okay.
Right? She was with the brother Rooster. They were the brother of well, I can't think of the name of the person that's at the orphanage.
don't know what you're
Hannigan.
talking about.
Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah.
Her brother Rooster, the girl that's with him is Bernadette Peters in that movie. Same
Yeah.
lady here played Little D.
Okay.
She's also a huge Broadway star, which I thought is hilarious that she couldn't sing.
That's what
Yes.
she's known for.
She's known for singing.
Right.
And then she's absolutely, which I thought the piano guy. He
Mr.
gives
Futterman.
the best dig of the movie. She's like, "What key were you playing?" He goes, "Every key you were not," or something like that.
Every key you were singing in.
Oh, every key you were
He's
singing.
just jumping around the key.
That was Mr. Futterman from the Gremlins.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
there for one little tiny cameo. And Small Soldiers. He was the truck driver that got held
Oh,
yeah,
hostage
yeah.
with a tiny little knife this big.
Didn't he get duct tape?
And got duct taped to the
Yeah, I
steering
remember
wheel
that
and all
whole thing.
stuff.
Let me
Yeah.
wait while you guys tape me up.
Tape me up.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. Yeah. So he goes in, he meets Bernard, and he's in there. He's like, I'm going to go find Mr. Peppers. He's the guy that's behind this casino. And I'm like, all right, he's going after the bad guy. I still had no idea.
It seems like he's trying to clean up the town. You recognize that he's really rough, and he's going to do it in a very
his way.
unethical way.
Yeah.
Which you're thinking, okay, kind of an anti-hero, kind of
Yeah, a little
right?
crude way, but still getting the job done.
Right.
You know.
I was very confused too.
And then he comes in and she goes, don't I know you? Weren't you at the
Convention.
maple syrup convention or something? And-
1969.
yeah.
I was over in Vietnam all of 1969.
Are you a cop? I hate cops.
Yeah.
So do I. Want to have
back.
sex?
I was like, come back to my room.
She clearly doesn't hate cops that much.
That's what I'm saying. Because like that, she goes, well, that's a start. And I'm just dragging him by the arm off to the fun zone.
Yep.
I think she's a prostitute.
You
think so?
That may
think
be a
so?
possibility.
I don't know.
I didn't realize it though until the morning.
You mean you didn't realize when they walked into the fun zone?
I was really confused. I was like, why is this guy here?
One guy sitting alone amongst a bunch of like female mannequins outside.
and Aaron plays it off like it's totally normal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right.
We had these in Nam.
Yep.
She drags him in to the motel room and assuming they slept together, but it cuts pretty quickly to the next morning. I don't even get a chance to play saxophone music because
Nothing. Just
just
right
went-
to it.
He's just hopping out of bed.
Okay, she didn't even get a pillow. She woke up, he had 3 pillows, and she had none. I don't know if you noticed that, but
And of all the things he did in this movie, that's the freaking worst, you a-hole. Okay?
misogynistic.
Misogynistic, sexist.
We never see him pay her either, though. I'm just saying.
Well, I think,
He gives her promotion.
yeah.
He gets up.
Guess what? Now you're on my team.
Yeah.
He gets out of bed, and he's like, "I'll be back later,"
Right. This was confusing.
because she's like, "I'm off. I don't have to work today or whatever."
So 8:00. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's hang out.
Boy, clue number 2, she might be a...
You don't got a job anymore after this or whatever.
Oh, you work at night, huh? Are you a nurse or?
Do you work at the local,
Mortuary? Or
What other
fabric store?
No.
you a baker?
A waitress, maybe?
In a way.
You work at the gas station?
I'm in the service industry.
In a way.
You know.
I give several different kinds of jobs.
Do you give piano lessons?
Not
So anyways. So he turns the little, on the door.
Do not
They say,
disturb.
Do not disturb.
Yeah.
And then proceeds to jump cut to him carrying his shotgun.
In the same place.
In the same
They're
place.
at the same motel.
Pulled it out of his ass.
Broad daylight, right?
Just gut checking some guy that walked out the door. Not even like, hey,
Because they're little individual like outbuildings.
yeah. It's like it sounds like it's a motel.
It's a motel.
Right.
It's a very large motel.
This is
Hotel,
where I got confused,
Holiday
right?
Inn.
Because apparently everyone in this motel is a bad person, right? Because he beat up all of them. But he's also staying at this motel.
I
Right.
think his.
Were you here with a hooker last night?
So was I, but that doesn't matter.
Shut up.
I think his
not talking about
parenting
it.
style is do as I say, not as I do.
God,
I like that. Yep.
Because all of a sudden there's 5, 6 other dudes too. They all have shotguns.
His whole team.
Yeah.
His whole squad, plus some cops.
It seems like this motel was a hotspot for prostitution.
Yes.
So they basically just busted the whole place.
They ran everybody out of there. But question: why did they shoot up one of the rooms? They open one of the doors, and all 3 of them with shotguns just start.
After they get the people out.
Yes.
There was a spider. I don't know. They were just like,
Oh, hell no! Did you see that?
"Shit, get it. Look how big that thing was. I ain't going in there."
It's ridiculous. No, it was like they found an ugly one. That's what it was.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, nope.
They found like a coyote ugly.
That's what it was. Opens that door.
She doesn't want to be on here anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't make the
I
movie.
mean, as you guys said, there's a lot of testosterone in this room.
And I didn't make the movie.
Right.
Man, this one could eat an apple through a chain link fence. Put her out of her misery.
Where am I? I'm past this already.
It's like Saw.
Aaron then goes and sneaks in. This is when I started to go, Okay. Aaron goes and sneaks into the police chief's office and steals purchase orders.
Yes.
Slips.
Yeah.
Which he uses to buy, as they say, enough firepower to retake Saigon.
Yes.
Like a whole arsenal of weapons.
Like a bazooka.
Yes,
Also-
grenades,
Yeah.
bazookas, machine guns.
M16.
Can I
Yeah.
Yes.
can I be honest here?
Yeah.
Please don't.
I still didn't understand yet. I was like,
I didn't either.
it's very unethical. He's still probably going to clean up the
But
town.
he's using it for good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was giving him the benefit
What
of
is
the
he
doubt.
going to purchase? What, like toiletries?
That's
Gonna,
right.
Like
Well, I knew
food
he-
for the homeless?
I knew he purchased heavy power stuff, but I thought he's just like, well, he was in Nam. Like maybe he's just like, we're going to blow these guys to hell.
We're gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case, maybe? Is
Use
that
of force. Yeah.
That delivery guy was like, I guess this is okay. What do you guys need this for?
I see
You guys
nothing.
having a party or
You guys going to the fun zone later?
I'll see you there.
You starting up some kind of a gun club? You
Yeah.
gonna shoot those clay pigeons?
They've already got guns. This is weird.
With an RPG?
It's really weird. I mean,
The howitzer will be here next week.
All right. So, also at the same time, we're back at his Turkish prison where he lives, and
a Turkish
or
prison.
it's a farm.
It's just
Turkish
it's a farm.
bath.
It's a farm. A Turkish
it's a
bath.
farm. It's not a Turkish bath.
All right, fine. It's his farm.
It's
it used
just
to be a Turkish
farm.
bath. All right.
It's his new fun zone.
Back at the
HQ, bad guy HQ.
bad guy HQ. This is when it really becomes obvious. Freddie Howe shows up, and he's there with his own cronies. And he basically, Aaron brought him in now that they got rid of that casino to start their own casino speakeasy place, and he's going to run it for him.
I was going, why is he having someone set up a new casino?
Yeah.
This guy, wait a second.
Wait a
Something's
minute.
off here.
Yeah, he seems a little bit fishy.
The light bulb finally went off for Ryan.
Dude,
Little D, this is where we see Little D now lives on the farm with him.
playing a guitar.
Do you want me to play you a song? No.
No.
Oh, okay.
But I will caress your butt.
But I will just caress your butt without unwanted physical contact here. And she just
Just while he's on the
spits-
phone.
Just spits. He was so casual about it, too.
Well, first she told her to shut up, right? Because she was singing, just like humming to herself. And he's just like, "Can you shut up?" And then he grabs her and violates her because that makes sense.
and she
Yeah.
gives him the hock too, but
That's
not
right.
the good one.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, that's written.
In between cuts throughout this movie, every other scene is very gruesome, very heavy things happening.
Uh-huh.
And then they'll cut over to Ben driving in his truck. Bang, ding, ding, ding. Like it's every other scene. There's no tone. This movie makes
gosh,
no
no.
sense. Someone will get murdered brutally, and then it's like ding, ding, ding.
We're fine.
I'm down the road, partner.
Cracking jokes at the diner.
Yeah.
Well, my coffee ain't that bad, boy.
It's burning. Sounds like something burning in here.
Jed just called me, found something bubbling up from under.
30 seconds earlier, someone was shot in the face in the movie. I mean, at this point, this is when we go into a bar that I got confused because the mayor runs a bar, but is also the mayor. But he was like behind the bar, like actually slinging beer in this crap hole.
Yeah.
Called it his bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His,
Right.
yeah.
And these guys getting fight over a jukebox. I ain't listening to this freaking fairy music all day. And he pulls the top of the jukebox off.
It was a different F, but yeah.
That was my quarter. Boom.
They fight over 25 cents. Beat the crap out of you. That was my favorite song. My mama used to sing me that song.
To be fair, a quarterback then could have bought like 40 acres.
True. Inflation really,
And
really took
then-
off since the 60s.
The absolute trope of these two start fighting, people 200 feet away start punching each other.
Yes.
And it's pandemonium.
I love, and I also love once they start fighting, you get the one woman just screams bloody murder in the background.
You have to.
You got to have that one.
You got to have it.
just to-
or it's not, or it doesn't hit the right note.
There's some banshee in the back. It's like, oh, God.
Normally, whenever someone gets shot in one of these scenes in a movie, people kind of get out of the way. No one wants to get hit, right?
Right.
They shoot some people, and they keep shooting people, and everyone's just like, yeah, I'm here for this.
Nobody sells anything.
No.
Murder is completely normal in this. His daughter she was worried about that one guy stealing her lunch while the cops are getting murdered.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares in this movie.
Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Until they care.
You
That's
hate to
basically
see
what
it.
it comes down to.
That's right.
They don't care until they have to care.
Aaron comes into the bar to clean up this fight, and he ends up making everybody pay for the damages right there on the spot into a spittoon. Yeah.
Right, so now he's not a bad guy?
Exactly.
Was, but
Because
now,
he's still,
now he's
yeah.
He's
Is he still technically cleaning up things?
I think he's doing it strategically to get the mayor to be like, isn't Aaron so great, and defend him moving forward.
Because the mayor's in his pocket from this point forward.
Yes.
Because he's like, oh, look, we're both making some money off of this, right? Because that was the same bar. Because I remember the Coors things on the walls, right? It was the same bar from the opening credits where it was like 7 a.m. and they're beating up strippers and shooting each other. And here they are, and within 2 seconds, every table and chair is broken in the place. And I'm like, thinking back to Roadhouse, like, who supplies their furniture?
Exactly.
Like, how much money are these people making?
They're making so much money on the oil and furniture business.
Right. Just raking it in. And then, sure enough, then he gets a grand to replace all his stuff, right? So I was like, oh, this is kind of a shakedown, but also you're shaking down the people that were causing damage, so it's not something that's going to get you in trouble. It's a kind of genius.
Is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the other group that they get together, the little militia? Are they all carpenters? And they're trying to like fight back.
He's ruining our business. We were making so much money from chairs.
they were the ones starting the fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just punch someone and run out.
Yeah, the guys that were working at the auto body shop were the one who kept hitting people on the roads.
What'd you say about his mom? What? Your mother.
Hit him.
Is that my quarter?
This is when Ben goes into the diner and Spanky's in there with some of the other olds and they're all like,
Olds.
Ben's like, hey, how's Aaron doing? Isn't he doing a great job? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Where's my eggs?
Yeah.
He's a little crazy.
And you're in the wrong diner if you're in a hurry, right? He says,
Yeah.
If you want food, you're in the wrong food place.
We don't make no food here.
Yeah.
You think you can just come in here and buy?
These damn city people want their quick food.
One of the most annoying townspeople was Homer, the banker. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
He's always in every conversation. The guy who just leans like, it's pretty good, right? And he goes back to the bank, and Aaron's there waiting for him, and he wants a loan for 10 grand, and he's just going to give him his name on a piece of paper and say, this is it.
You worked at a bank,
I
James.
I
was gonna say.
immediately I was like, oh no. Like I felt it in my bones. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't just get a loan with it. You need, and he's like, and the guy starts to go to, well, bank policy. I'm like, yeah, Homer, tell him how it is.
Yeah.
You can't just do that.
He's like, yeah, you can. It's not your money.
I'm like, I never had somebody, threaten me at the cost of my own life to sign a loan document. But here's the thing. I could sign it all day. My signature didn't mean crap. They ain't giving you no money.
Yeah.
Just because I signed a piece of paper.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing. I mean, he's helping the town, right? So he should get whatever money he wants, right?
Right.
That was
That's his
reasoning.
that was
right.
his
thought process.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you hear about what happened with the spittoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm saving the whole town, so you kind of should give me 10.
Yeah, like just
Come on. I mean,
In a way, you owe me.
right.
yeah.
I
Kind of like prostitution. But instead of giving you a HJ or a ZJ,
What's a
I'm
ZJ?
cleaning up. If you don't know what a ZJ is, you can't afford it.
Don't Google that. Don't Google that.
And because I'm doing this, I'm kind of like, cleaning up the town, giving HJs and such. And I think I deserve a couple extra
Well,
bucks.
it'd be
This is,
HCs, right?
This is kind of like
Handcuffs.
this is kind of like a tip. You're basically tipping me.
Just the tip.
Just,
Now,
So
it's like a little pat on the head.
when he slides across the piece
How
of
are we
paper,
connecting this to prostitution?
I don't know.
Sorry.
It's the fun zone. Guys, Homer got hit by a car 2
Thank
minutes
God.
after this happened.
But,
Yeah.
okay, I just wanted to say,
Did he get his money
They
first?
ran him over with a car. That's the guy from the bank. It took more than 3 minutes to give me my money.
He said they
Kill
didn't
him.
even have $10,000, so I don't know where he
The-
got it from. Like, how'd they
But-
give it to him?
yeah, they cover that. He's like, well, whatever you do have, I can take.
Right.
And they're uploading, or not uploading, but they're loading up a truck.
That's old school uploading.
Upload.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how they
old
used to
school
upload stuff.
in the
Literally,
car.
they pick it up and load it.
That's right.
They're loading
Right.
all this money.
I'll tell you
which
what, the
is-
bit rate was faster back then too. We got crap done in the 70s.
It was. They're trying to get all the money for the bankroll
Yeah.
sent to wherever.
You wouldn't know
oil
crap
fields.
about how things
Oil
got done in the 70s, where you weren't alive in the 70s. Okay?
You were alive for like 2 years.
Shit.
No, one. No, one.
3 months.
I was going to say.
so,
September
Okay, so right, 'cause
of 79.
I
Is it
thought you
better?
were older.
We just reach over there and wrap those fingers around his neck, please. Please and thank you.
These are registered
wanted-
lethal weapons. I can't do that.
I wanted Homer to pick up the piece of paper for the loan the application though, and it just be name and just have an X.
Yeah.
Or
Right. With a dollar sign and then written out dollars next
just,
to it.
or just $3 signs.
$3.
Can you put it in a bag with dollar signs on it too? I'm used to carrying it around like that.
With like a Polaroid of him just punching somebing in the face.
Yeah.
Just like,
He's got it written in crayon on there, you, with an arrow pointing to it. This is going to be you. Oh, my gosh. All right.
did he get? Obviously, he didn't get the money.
I don't think so.
So that's why That's why he was hit, the banker was hit.
Oh.
They referenced that he got the loan though.
Oh,
That it got
did
approved.
they?
Okay.
Well, getting approved and actually getting the money is too. I don't know.
Did you guys notice, for all the diehard fans out there, Dwayne T. Robinson in a pineapple shirt starting to shake down the other businesses? That dude that had the same pineapple shirt on for like at least a week's worth of days has happened, and every time he was there, he was in the same pineapple shirt.
He smelled.
Yeah,
He,
listen.
he was the leader of the. I don't even know who the vigilantes are.
Neither do I.
He was the leader.
Which one's
With his
the
pineapple
vigilante
shirt.
With his
force?
pineapple shirt. Yes.
I don't know.
And somehow he's connected to Aaron, but they don't tie that.
I think
very
he
well.
works for the guy that came in to run the casino.
Yes.
I think.
Got it.
Yes.
Yes, but that's the dude that
think.
played the cop, the main cop in Die Hard. That was like, I'm Dwayne T. Robinson. I'm in charge of the situation down here. That was him.
I thought you meant diehard fans of this movie.
No,
which don't
like literal
exist.
Die Hard fans,
Okay.
which don't exist. That's not true. I know
Let
three
us
or four.
know.
I know 3 or 4 guys who are Die Hard fans of this
For
movie.
this?
Yes, they wanted this movie so hard. Out of the patrons in the Discord.
Oh, yes, yes.
We're just
I
like,
am going. Here's what I'm gonna do, guys.
Why?
I'm gonna watch
For
this
months.
movie again. I'm gonna make my wife watch it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna watch it a third time.
yeah,
And I'll do one better.
Yeah.
I am gonna watch The Last Starfighter 2 more times.
let's go.
To give it a chance, because Friday the 13th, I did not like the first time I saw it, and now I love it.
There you go.
I'm turning a new leaf.
More on that. Well, when we do our final ratings, but I have something to say about that phenomenon itself.
I'm taking these all the way to the fun zone.
Phenomenon.
Wrapping it back.
Phenomenon. Sorry. Where were you on that one? I know you know that song.
I was listening to your guys' duet. I didn't want to interrupt.
We could harmonize with
Could
it.
have been a truette.
You do like, yeah. I know you can
Yeah.
harmonize.
Yes. All right. Anyway, Ben's buddy Paul. We met earlier. He works for Ben, and he's never on time to work, and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got a lot of thoughts about Paul?
Oh my gosh.
Paul and Ben and Aaron
Yeah.
cannot stop unbuttoning their shirts.
The shirts were either off or open. Those were the only 2 ways they wore them.
You haven't seen
Right?
Roadhouse? I mean, come on. This is the way things are.
You're going to try to compare these guys
Who is
to
Paul?
Patrick Swayze?
Was
Paul,
that the guy that
kinda.
was at working at his tractor shop?
Yes, the guy
that had like
He's younger.
no relevance.
no relevance at all.
Yeah.
The first time he did anything was this is when he went to the casino with his girlfriend at the new speakeasy that was open.
Yeah.
He won like 3 hands of blackjack, so they beat the piss out of him outside.
Yes.
what can I say? I'm really lucky.
And his girlfriend was like, "Oh my God, you won a hand? I've never won anything before."
It's not that hard to win a
Well,
hand of
I'm a
blackjack.
pro blackjack player. I won 2 hands in a row.
That's right. I hit on 11 and got a face card. I'm a
Yeah.
genius.
I'm a genius.
Okay, buddy.
It's amazing. Oh, look at that guy. He won 3 hands in a row. What are we gonna do?
Take him out.
Yeah, take him out and beat the living shit.
And then we get this like random ginger girl that's like all of a sudden like breaks in between him and his girlfriend and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so cute."
Bro doesn't even notice his girlfriend at that point. Then he's just like,
No, she's in the parking lot getting in the truck before he even realizes she's not there.
He's like, yeah, I am pretty good at this.
"Are you my new girlfriend?" So they shove him out the door, and Aaron comes and breaks up that fight. Not because he's being a good dude. I mean, for appearances, this is good for him because Paul goes back and tells his brother, Aaron came and helped me out.
Exactly.
But he was just like, no, he's like, if you want to make money with this place, we can't beat up people that win a few hands.
Yeah.
How much did you make tonight? Well, I already made $5,000. All right, well, shut up and get back in there. Go make some money.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a little weird
Won
that
$3.
It's like the 25-cent max table.
Yeah. He won $3. Calm down.
Excuse me, you come out here for a second.
Yeah. I just
You
want
need
to
to
congratulate you, sir, on your winnings tonight. And hey, look what's up over there. Don't you be coming in this casino trying to win again.
That's right. Give me them pennies.
how do they keep customers? If anytime anyone wins, they beat them up. It's
Little old lady
people that
comes
are just
in,
losing.
penny slots.
That's it. You come here to lose. See, every casino you come there to lose, but they don't, like, that's not their slogan.
Yeah, yes.
I think I want to see the town.
Lose or else.
Lose or else.
It's like Toys R Us, but it's a casino called Lose or Else.
That's right. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
I want to see the town that this casino maker left, where there's just like population every day just decreases slowly because they're killing people. And he's like, I don't know how we're losing money on this
Jeez.
casino. Oh, my buddy Aaron told me
wants
there's
to
a news town.
Nobody wants to show up.
That's too damn funny, dude.
But it seems weird that Aaron is competent enough to put this together, but he's trusting this casino maker who apparently isn't competent enough to run the casino.
No, and then some of the business owners in town start to complain to Ben because they're getting shook down and stuff, and they're asking if he's in on it because it's his brother.
And
like,
the sheriff, they're wondering if the sheriff's in on,
Right.
on it. And the mayor.
and they're like, no, I'm busy
Yeah.
tailoring a Uncle Sam outfit for my daughter.
I got this big 4th of July parade to get ready for.
obsessed
You know,
with
things, it's got priorities around here. Murder, people get murdered in the streets and prostitution and gambling and vehicular manslaughter. Hey, listen, 4th of July parade.
For all those things happening, they're really concerned about this parade.
They really are concerned about the parade.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
he goes and asks
no
Aaron.
reason.
He then goes to the
Turkish.
farm. I stopped myself that time. He goes to the farm where Aaron says, like, hey, Aaron, are you a bad guy?
Yeah.
He goes, no.
No,
All right,
we're
you want to be the grand marshal of a parade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
I wanted to double check before he asked him to be the marshal.
Right, I'm going to give you this envelope.
You're not a bad guy, are you? Oh, okay. Just check.
Here's the envelope.
I'm so glad I checked.
At this point, too,
I had
Aaron
doubts. Now I'm good.
and all his buddies are wearing all black. They're
Cop
like-
uniforms, yes.
But they're all black. There's not even, they just have a little badge pinned and that's it.
Hold on.
There's like,
On
we're not
their
the bad
shoulder.
guys.
On their
their shoulder.
Thank you. How cool are they? They're not badge in the normal place a badge would be.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you thought you were regular cops?
Oh no.
Did you see my shoulder?
Yeah. Okay. On my lapel. Right on my shirt.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is not.
That's a badge right there. You look at that badge on his shoulder, you know that means business.
Cops are not cool, but cool guys wear them on the shoulders. So I guess
Yeah.
that means I'm not a cop. Or am I?
If I turn this way, I'm not a cop. If I turn this way,
that's
I'm a
the
cop.
Country boy version of holding your gun sideways.
I almost knocked over
what
the
it is.
trash can
No.
full of dirt.
Yeah, you don't want Seagal to spill out of there. Okay, we're gonna have. Then we're all gonna be.
And
in some
all
crap.
the trash can people are in here.
It's like Ghostbusters. You know, you let this out, and we're in deep crap, dude. Okay. If we ever get Peck walking into the studio, turn this off. Turn this all off.
Turn this off.
Get the lid off this.
Get this lid up. No. Yes, sir. It
I'll
is
come
true.
back with a court order.
This man has no penis.
That's right. All right. It's a nice, lovely
Great
day
reference. Great reference. Sorry.
for. All right. It's all good.
Let's go back to the stupid movie.
It's a great, beautiful day for a picnic in Elk Hills, California. People are soaking up the sunshine at their picnic tables, having a great time. Guy stands up and he fills his lungs with the sweet, fresh air of Elk Hills and says, "Hey, you want to have a cockfight?"
No, actually, he says, "Can you tell the difference between a chicken and a duck?" and then they go.
Right. That's what it was. It was a science experiment. That's what it was.
Right.
They were all this random, everyday, nice hangout turns into a angry cockfight.
Oh, I thought it was just like that's how they make chickens.
That's what she thought. You want to watch some chickens have some babies?
Take two males.
I thought that's how you do it, isn't it?
That's
Isn't that
two
how
male chickens.
you just put them in a pen and cheer them on.
I don't know why it's not working. We tried this every week.
We've been doing this for 4 years. Ain't had one baby yet.
Just beating each other up.
Not a single egg.
No, nothing.
This is bullshit.
My rooster farm is going under.
Swear to
That's why they're so angry. They're losing so much money on their on their chicken breeding operation because they're not all males. And the male chickens are pissed. They just want to fight each other.
Right. And so all the women are still sitting down. Right. So it's just all the guys. They're just like, oh, they're so silly with their little cockfights. You know, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Men, am I right?
Oh, am I right?
When the boys get together, they just got to have their cockfights.
Aaron rolls up with his really cool uniforms.
In some like sedan.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's some large Buick Electra.
Yes.
But again, it was just like it was like a blue Buick 4-door Electra in the 70s. Something like that. Don't quote. Oh, geez. Don't.
Yeah,
Get it now.
You shouldn't have even tried to say what
Clint's
it was.
not here. I know. I don't have him for reference. But
Should've.
just it's a 1970s 4-door sedan.
I think it's a Chevy
Yeah.
Nova.
Okay. What? No, it's not a Chevy Nova. I know that one. So whatever.
It was a Road
God, I
Runner.
can't believe I'm saying this.
Cargo fast.
You guys, you people out there have done that to us with your little nitpicking crap.
Oh,
Cargo
dude, we
space?
put out a clip from Need for Speed.
Need for Speed, yeah.
And Clint's getting you can tell by looking at these guys, they've never done this stuff before. And I'm like, yo, this guy raced cars, so psych.
Yeah.
Race cars.
He's raced cars.
He's built them.
And you're talking about, like, I think somebody made a comment. This is a movie. It's like saying, wow, what's the stupid Vin Diesel movies?
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious is based off of reality.
I know.
You know, it's like, shut up.
Wait.
Anyways,
Yes.
no,
You
it's
can't
not.
do that
No, it's not about family.
with the car.
Anyway,
It's not about family.
he rolls up, he shoots the chicken.
Which I absolutely like spit out my drink at this point in time.
reason.
No, it wasn't the chicken's idea to fight.
Have to do that.
No.
You could have just pulled them apart.
The chickens were innocent bystanders.
And then everyone else just goes,
Oh shit!
What?
But I do have to say though, the fake chickens, fake roosters, that just kind of flop over to the side.
They were petrified.
so obviously.
He shot him. He shot him so hard.
If you roll up on a chicken fast enough, they freeze and fall over.
like a
They were
goat.
just
like a
little
goat.
blocks.
Goat.
I think someone they're
Yeah.
they're the prop guy. And they're like, you've seen a rooster before, right? Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cock.
Well, apparently he's such a good shot that he never misses.
No.
Because at one point he's practicing shooting. This is before everyone knows he's a bad guy. And it's like, why do you practice? You never miss. And it's just to stay on top of the feeling of it, right? Which is another callback
That's
we'll
what it
get
was.
here in a minute.
Yeah.
But he basically extorts everyone at the cockfight for money.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he's leaving, shoves some of that money down the shirt of his brother's girlfriend.
Okay, hold
Was
on.
that who that
Don't
was?
forget that he shot multiple people before leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about
One guy stands up to
one
him.
guy doesn't want to give him the money. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So he throws a beer in his face.
yes.
What? Okay, you're at a bar. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
Yeah.
You're at a cockfight. Okay. Just put yourself in his
Picnic
shoes.
that turned into a cockfight.
Okay, whatever. Tomato, tomato.
I think you wear something different. I think there's a difference.
It's like wearing white after Labor Day.
Exactly. Go
Gotcha,
ahead.
gotcha. So there is a difference between a nice picnic.
Yes.
Okay, so a picnic turned cockfight.
You might still be dressed for a picnic. In that
Exactly,
case,
but then it turns. You never know when
Never
the weather
know.
changes.
Unless you only wear pineapple shirts, then you're always fit for the occasion.
straight.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
So, anyways,
ahead.
so this is the I'm asking about the proper response. Okay, so you're at a cockfight. All right. You have a disagreement with somebody. You know, they throw a beer in your face. Right. Oof. What do you think the appropriate response would be? A, say, listen, sir, that was not nice, and I would appreciate you not doing it again. B, maybe throw some sand or another drink in the other person's face, maybe like an eye for an eye.
Or a chicken if it's just there.
Or a dead chicken. Yeah, maybe pick up one of the cocks and chuck it at
Scoop
him.
up the drink they poured on you and throw that back.
Exactly. Or C, shoot him with a .44 Magnum, point blank range, blowing his chest or his lungs out the back of his chest.
It's hard to say. I wouldn't pick C, but am I a psycho PTSD'd Vietnam veteran?
Oh, I didn't really specify, but I guess
That's not to say all Vietnam vets are
Oh, gosh,
with,
no.
with
This-
PTSD.
this one
But
in
this guy
particular.
was already a psycho
Yeah.
and had PTSD.
yeah, this one
Yes.
we're talking about this one guy individually.
Yes.
Ryan, what would you do in that situation?
Oh, he's got to die.
Jenna?
I'm going to see.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Yeah, he just kills the guy. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot about that. It was It was the first person he shot in the movie.
It was a cold blood murder.
It was a big time. Yeah.
Yeah, and
a
then
big
other
shit.
people ran up because they were like,
We got tired of getting
Yeah.
shot in the chest.
Right. He just shooting people because of chickens or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Come on, man. He can't kill us all.
I think he shot like 3 people. In that.
But as soon as he did that and then stuffed some of the money down Linda's shirt, I'm like, well, there's no hiding it now from Ben.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to get back to him.
So that was Linda that he did that to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain was like, that's the singing girl,
No.
butt rub girl.
No, we're about to get back to her here.
Here's the thing though.
She got her butt rubbed.
She took the
Not babyface.
after he put the money in, she took it out and she threw it on the floor.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, if I was given money, I wouldn't throw it on the floor. I would keep it.
That's blood money.
Even dirty chicken blood covered
Yeah.
money.
Wow.
I get it. I used to be college age. I
I'm just
understand.
saying.
Oh, jeez.
I
need money.
Hey, when you're in college, man, it's you're
I mean,
desperate
if
times.
he's giving it to me, I might as well just take it.
She's like, I don't know. I think I got to take it.
Yeah. It'd be rude not to.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
He might shoot me if I don't.
Good manners.
You want
Good
me to have
manners. Good manners.
The police chief starts snooping around Aaron's farm / bathhouse and finds the arsenal and band uniforms. And he's so terrible at this that Aaron comes into the bar and he's like, so glad you're a cop because you'd be a lousy crook. I could see your flashlight like by the road.
Yeah.
Comes in there and basically says to old Officer Lee, go for your gun. So, so
I can shoot.
like,
So I can
shoot you.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
Like, why would it matter if you?
Then you could say it was justified.
Yeah, but who's there to?
Well, apparently
to-
Dee was.
Yeah.
And she was
Well.
looking
In
through
a-
the window.
Oh,
In a
little
way,
D.
though-
Little D was witnessing the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom.
She lives at that ranch now.
She had just finished her 10-hour shift of reading magazines and holding the tree up. What does she do there?
She sings by the tree and waits until she's relevant again.
Yes. Oddly enough,
does
that's exactly
nothing.
what it is, in the most literal sense.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, sorry.
there
But
was
he
a
just
joke-
shoots him anyway.
Yeah,
End of
Yeah.
story, yeah.
But I think the idea behind him having him draw his gun is like he knows he won't be able to do it and he's going to kill him, but
Yeah.
maybe it's like a little bit of respect towards him. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or he's just a D-bag.
Linda tells Ben and Paul about what happened at the picnic / chicken fight.
Cockfight, say it.
We've said it 47 times, and it's got to end somewhere, I suppose.
Not till the end of the show.
All right, fine. Linda tells Ben about it, and he kind of doesn't react, and she's just like, oh, whatever. I guess I'll just tie up my hair and keep looking hot and just pose randomly
Yes.
like this.
Yeah,
Yes.
and while she was holding that pose, they kept her in frame for like a solid 10 seconds. Just her going like,
just mewing.
Yeah.
Are you going to goon or what?
Yeah, right. Finally, out of nowhere, Ben rolls up to Aaron's place again, and Aaron's apparently, I don't know, sold all his shirts to finance this operation or something because
Oh, that's how he did it.
that's how he did it. That's why he has no shirts. He couldn't get the loan at the bank.
You know how much
That's
they
what it
pay me
was.
for these shirts?
It's like, does Chris own a shirt in this movie? Go ahead and shirt it up, and we'll have this conversation. I give the guy credit for this. He sticks to a story because even after Linda witnessed this happen, he still tries to hold up. No, that was just confiscated evidence.
Yeah.
No, we were just cleaning up an illegal operation there. And I'm like, respect to the guy's just not coughing it up, right?
Gaslighting her.
Hard.
Oh, bad.
Yes. And he's like, I was always on your side, man. Ben says that to Aaron. He goes, you will be again. He's like, no, man, I'm going to be the one that takes you down.
Yep.
Right? Like he doesn't fall for it.
Right, and this is when Dee leaves her full-time job of sitting at the ranch.
I know.
She's like, I've had enough of just sitting by the tree and playing music.
I'm out of magazines.
I'm out of magazines.
I'm out of magazines.
She's like, I'm getting out of here. He's like, where in the hell you think you're going? Who's
Get
gonna
back in
sit?
the house.
Who's gonna sit in front of my door?
Yeah.
And do nothing?
Who's just gonna sit inside my house? Come on, get back in the house. Come on. Get back
After
in the house.
so much murder, it gets old. I could see her
Yeah.
wanting to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only take so much senseless murdering of people before you be like,
I need some banjo music.
And he like hip
not
checks.
my thing.
He hip checks Aaron with the front of his truck.
Yeah.
As he pulls out, that looked unscripted.
And then the one guy just says, "Watch it, man."
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We're brooding here, okay?
We're brooding here.
Come on, man. Little D on the ride home, or not the ride home. She wants him to take her to a bus stop. Bernadette Peters acting in the scene
Oh, my gosh.
as she's. I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh. This is so painful.
And this is where I said that her mouth reminded me of a coin slot.
What?
She does have the tiniest.
When she's talking like this. Barely
know.
moving her mouth. And then I was like, you know what? That's like a coin slot.
It's so tiny. It's hard for a lot of words to make it out at once. So she has to talk very slowly.
She's very small words.
Very small words. She has to use very. It made me sad. He bad guy.
Me never
Shut
think
so
me
much.
leave.
Is she a caveman?
Little D, happy go bus place.
He shot Bang Bang to guy with hat.
Me go see world. Wait, you're going,
Shamu.
no, me go see world.
Oh, you not like dolphin and fish?
And then she gets in the bus stop, right? And she says, like, what's the nearest, like, or like, what's the fastest place I can get out of here? And this is as she's walking away, right? And this is one of the moments where she is like super loud, but she's walking away. And her head is turned to the camera.
And the quietest person in the whole movie, too.
She's like,
Yeah.
hey, where can I get a ticket for a bus?
Why? She tells him that Aaron killed Lee.
Yeah.
And this is where she calls back in the line, why did he do it? To stay on top of the feeling, right?
Yep.
Ben and Linda then go, I don't know, searching in the valley where you dump dead bodies.
Yeah, in the dry river.
She tells him.
riverbed?
She tells him that he dumped the body in the river.
Oh, she did tell him.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm
she
like,
did say that. Yeah.
But it
This
was
is-
a jump cut.
It was.
We're like, here's the body.
it's hard.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They find Lee's
There's not
body.
a lot of fluff in this movie.
No,
Just
which I
right to
appreciated
it.
that about it. But here's what I was trying to get to, because the dialogue exchange in this next scene is incredible. Okay. Absolutely incredible. They find Lee's body. They drive up with the body in the bed of a truck to a posse of police officers.
Yes.
With the mayor standing at the center of this posse.
Just outside.
just on the street.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of town. Just the sheriff's dead body right in an open pickup truck. Pulls up to this, and this is how it goes. Mayor, we're looking for Lee. Well, here he is. Oh, I want his killer. Well, Aaron, you're the new chief of police. Damn it. Like before he can even get a word out,
Yeah.
he just turns and names him the new chief of
And
police.
then
Like,
after
son
that
of a-
exchange, after that, Ben's just like, okay.
Right.
Doesn't say anything. He's like, yeah.
Aaron still
Makes sense.
keeps it up.
Yeah.
And he tries to out him in front of all the other cops. And the mayor literally goes, well, it can't be Aaron because he gets stuff done. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. That was his rationale.
Oh, good for you.
Honestly. And then even Aaron's like, you want to help me to Ben? And they both know who killed him.
It's a river in Egypt called the Nile.
Yeah. And even Aaron's like, you want to help me look for the killer? And they're like, you don't freaking know it's you. Sorry.
Knew it was you.
Back at the rooming house after this, like immediately after this. What's her name? Buckets. What did you say her name was?
Boots.
Boots.
Boots
with the
McShoe
fur.
leather.
Boots McShoeleather. Ben and Linda are sitting around having lunch, and she prays before the meal, and she says, "Lord, what is I got it right here."
Wait.
Make sure you get this right.
Wait. Can I guess?
We gotta lead up to it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
let me-
lead up to it.
Okay. So it's just the three of them, right? At this entire building is like a boarding house, right? It's just the three of them though, because she's like apparently just super close with this girl,
The only tenant.
right? And
Yeah.
they have like a full like cute little like meal planned out, like on a cute little like tea table. They all got their napkins and
Yeah.
Time to say
then
grace.
they get ready for grace.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then-
guess.
I think this is how it goes, if I remember. Like,
Yeah.
Dear Lord, I just want to bless us and all this food that has been provided for us. And I really hope nobody comes in here with a Hawaiian shirt and other weird pastel shirts and beat the living shit out of my dear tenant's boyfriend right here.
If only.
Then it wouldn't have happened.
She says, yeah, if she had hit this prayer a little harder,
a little harder.
maybe this
Yeah,
goes
maybe
better.
it
But
wouldn't
she
have
says,
happened.
Lord, thanks for nothing.
I
And
think
this is the kind of crap that happens when you do
the
that.
Lord was spiteful. Okay,
What's that?
he was getting his revenge.
Yeah.
Okay?
The Lord is like, all right, because literally no sooner does she finish that prayer, bam, baseball bat across the neck
Yeah.
of Ben. He's trying to eat an English
silent.
muffin, and he's just getting just nailed.
Where were these guys
It's silent.
hiding?
The door just busts open and he hits him with a bat immediately. Like he's like knows exactly where he is in the room.
Like they were waiting
He's like-
for them to finish the prayer. Oh,
Yeah.
we can't do it while they're praying.
It's just, we have morals.
Okay.
Okay. You know,
Loose, but they're
there's
there.
a code that we have to follow.
Just let your boyfriend know he's not untouchable anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we just touched him a lot.
A lot. They also lit his tractor store on fire.
Yeah. Which was
Why?
definitely not a facade when it fell over. It
He
definitely
had
didn't
so
burn.
many customers, obviously. Like, why would you think?
It was definitely full of tractors.
Oh yeah, not a facade.
Okay.
Because it fell over and there's only a partial roof system on it.
And
It was
Aaron
cleanly cut.
walks up and goes, maybe you should have hired a vigilante firefighter, and walks away. And I want to bet and be like, all right, that was pretty
That
good.
ate,
That's
that
pretty
ate,
good.
I'm not gonna lie. He ate that up.
He ate that. that was a sick.
Sweet.
That was a sick burn.
Yeah, sick burn.
You got me. You got
Do you
me.
have any ointment, antiseptic to
Yeah.
apply to this burn?
This is when he goes to his to meet with his shooting club, and they meet up at Spanky's gigantic raccoon hat is the meeting location.
Entire raccoon.
Because everybody knows where it is, because you could see it from anywhere in town. Because it's freaking enormous.
Yeah.
Make sure you all wear your Paul Revere hat too.
Yeah. And
Double tails.
and your vinyl members only type style jacket. You know,
They're a part of a shooting club. Like,
Like
he
he went
has to
into
wear
the
that.
like we went into the taxidermist, and he's like, "Can I get a raccoon hat?" No. Yeah, you misheard me. Can I get one that's made out of a family of raccoons?
How many? I'm worried you thought I said
Yeah.
I wanted some raccoons on
Yeah.
my hat. I want
No,
all
all
of
the
the
raccoons.
raccoons.
I want them to have their meeting, and Ben is just. I can't think what you got this thing on. Could you just take this hat off?
You turn
Because
around
I
and
didn't
go,
hear
somehow
the,
that's worse.
I didn't hear the last four things that were said. Spanky, Sparky. What's his name?
I just
Spanky, Sparky.
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 Samsonite, way off. I just
Take it
Get
off.
behind that tree.
I want.
Because the tails would stick out from behind the tree.
No, it just looks like there's 6 raccoons climbing a tree.
I just want to see him walk around in that scene, just like, had his head, off to one side because it's so heavy. He's just like, oh,
I know what we should do. So Sparky.
okay.
All right, you're not gonna wear that. You're not gonna wear that on the day, are you? No, definitely not. He does wear it on the day.
That's my lucky shooting people hat.
Meanwhile, Linda's just a teacher all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Remember
Right.
that?
So she, in this movie, women either sit by trees,
Yes.
sit at picnics
Yes.
Wait for their boyfriend.
or wait for their boyfriend.
Well, you forgot sing
But
off tune and play
or
band
sing off tune.
That's right.
Right.
And Fun Zone.
Right. And fun zone. Sorry.
and dance on pool tables
And dance on pool tables. All the stuff, basically
And-
stuff
and-
that has no like
and
substance.
vacuum stairs
Yes.
and
Right.
look through peepholes.
Right. And then all of a sudden she's a teacher because that's the only job that women can have.
Oh,
Right.
that would
The
be-
writer-
Oh, come
Wait,
on.
So the
now.
writer's sitting here like, we got to have her do something.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's something women do? She's already been in a kitchen.
So we
Have her
gotta
as a
make her
mechanic.
teacher.
No, not a mechanic.
Woman
Right.
mechanic.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, they gonna let ladies fix cars? That's ridiculous.
Yay! All right. We brought it back. Finally. Thank you, Jenna,
It's
for
been a
bringing
long
that back.
time.
So she is the only woman in this movie that isn't a prostitute. Also.
But, I think you're right. His
Yeah.
daughter, but not yet.
Well,
She's
the
What about that
Boots.
old lady?
Yeah, Boots and his daughter are not
Boots
prostitutes.
McLeather face, yeah.
That'd be
I think
really
Boots
bad.
is a former, though. I think
Yeah,
Boots
honestly,
is a former.
she gives that vibe. But
All right. Principal
yet.
Vernon from Breakfast Club is sitting
Yep.
outside the school,
Yep.
the school, slinging
Jelly
PCP
beans.
and jelly beans.
Two toddlers.
are these uppers or
3K.
downers?
It's like, is this a good market? I mean, hold on a second. I mean, when I was little and my parents or whatever grandparents would always be like, or the big fear, oh, these drug dealers are just peddling, these drugs to children. Like, this was the scene that I think sparked a lot of that.
Right.
Because they took this seriously. Like, there's some guy in a Hawaiian shirt sitting, leaning against a
In
car
broad daylight.
in broad daylight, right outside of a
With loose jelly bean.
with a handful.
He lets her take them. Like he's just
Yeah.
like, you can look at it.
Yeah. He's my selling drugs in jelly bean forms. Like what are these like 3-year-old to or grade 3 children
What money
have?
are you gonna get from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're literally peddling 5 cents a piece.
know.
Like this is your milk money. Don't spend your milk money on chocolate milk. No. Come buy some PCP.
Little Sparky is at home. I need $10 for school tomorrow. Don't ask me any questions. I gotta have them jelly beans, Mom. You don't understand,
You
Mom.
understand, Mom.
I gotta have them.
It's like Jelly Bellies.
They sell them in the parking lot. I gotta get them again. I need whatever you got in your purse. Don't make me take it.
Just give it to me.
Is it supposed to be drugs or is it proper jelly beans?
No, I think it's
That's what
supposed
I
to be
didn't
drugs.
It's actual drugs.
It's drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, I was maybe like,
He's selling jelly beans to kids.
well, no, because I'm like, is she like the dumbest person that she can't tell these are jelly beans? Like she's like, what are these drugs?
He's
It's like
no.
they're red vines.
Wait, and this is where she gets kidnapped, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just the
Yes.
middle of the school day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The teacher just is kidnapped.
Yeah.
That's just fine.
If he is selling just jelly beans, then it's the perfect marketplace.
It would be.
in.
It would
That's what
be.
I'm saying.
Then joke's on us.
We didn't.
5 cents a jelly bean. You know how much money you want? Print the money.
Yeah, how much money you want to make?
Seriously.
Your only limit is yourself.
It's called initiative.
So he just steals her right there with a gunpoint from the school.
Time to go.
And I thought this was now going to turn into a very drawn out plot point of they have her prisoner, right?
This is the best.
And they don't have her prisoner, but for 5 minutes.
worst part of the movie.
They take her to air and they're in the woods.
Yeah,
Clue
right
number
like
2.
this kind of by this railroad track, mine railroad track.
Ben hasn't done anything since like before his tractor place got set on fire or
Right.
anything. Like
He's
nothing.
had ample opportunities. And what I always tell my kids, if somebody's ever trying to take you, never go to the second location. Never.
No.
Make them kill you there. That's your best chance to get away is right where you are.
Yeah.
You get to the second location, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened to poor Linda. Linda got to location number 2 in the woods, and that
love
was
it.
all she wrote for her.
I love it though. I mean, as horrible as this was, they were like, "Listen, we've been jump cutting this movie the entire time.
Yeah.
we have a lot more to get into this. There's a lot. We have a lot of fighting to get going.
We could do the damsel in distress.
We could do the
thing.
damsel in distress, but listen, this is my line of dialogue. I mean, it's like, listen, I'm gonna kill you, and I really don't want to hear anything about it.
I've heard everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
The only thing she says is
Can you
why.
not make a big deal of this? Because I got places to be.
She says why, and then she just turns and books,
Yeah.
and he takes his sweet time lining up the shot.
She's zigzag girl.
You would think
Zigzag.
that maybe she would run into the forest. But
Little dip, dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe if I run down these railroad tracks, I'll miss.
out in the wide open, yeah, maybe it'll be fine.
Come
When
on.
there's a line of trees right next to me.
Randomly jump to the ground, somersault to the side,
Something.
get up,
Nope.
chuck a rock at him.
Said she takes a bullet to the back.
She's just dead. That's just the end because
That's
the
it.
next scene's
Done.
her funeral. And then Aaron comes to see his brother after the funeral has already happened and comes over to his house just to let him know the only reason you're still alive is because you're my brother. And he says to him again, I'm going to be the one that runs you out of town. And he's like, well, we'll see. And he leaves, says, sorry, I missed the funeral again. That seems to be getting to be a bad habit of mine. And dude's just cold as ice.
Yeah.
Okay. Goes back. Now, it's a montage, a really short montage of him and his shooting friends, his shooting club getting ready for their planning this attack to take out Aaron and his goons.
Yes.
And then it's the actual time for the parade. To set this up in short order so we can get to the fun.
Yeah, let's get to this.
Essentially, they're in the parade with their tractor, which I thought those all burnt down, but whatever, and the shooting club. And about halfway through the parade, they fake a breakdown, push the tractor off, so they all jump in a pickup and hightail it up because they're going to set up their rifles on the bluffs up and around the farm, Sparky's old farm.
Yeah.
Why do they need a cover story?
Because he wasn't expecting an attack because he knew they were marching in the parade.
But why even go into the parade in the first
Right,
place?
so
Just don't
this
go.
parade they've been talking about, this whole movie.
Yeah.
They're like, this is a really big deal. Like, my daughter is in this movie just so I can dress her up as Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
And they had a battleship that fired guns.
Right.
Fired
They were in the parade.
loud ordnance.
They were in the parade, and it showed the parade for 2 seconds.
It did after all that buildup.
It's like, literally,
That's
And in this town, I wouldn't have been surprised if that battleship shot somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I need that cutaway to.
Just some child getting taken out.
that's why no one's shocked when people get killed. They're like, that happens on the 4th of July every year.
Every
time.
year, somebody takes one.
Everybody
My
dies.
uncle lost his head. You know?
That's right.
But a question.
Yeah.
If they were supposed to be in the band, right?
So yeah, simultaneously.
That's why, because that's why they
cover.
have. Yeah, that's why the one guy is the baddies.
Yeah.
The vigilante force were going to rob the bank, when they
Of the payroll.
of the payroll.
Yeah.
Right. Rob, and they're going to be dressed as the band, whatever.
Right.
So they basically going to look like they're part of the band, and that's how they're going to do it because
Yeah.
everybody's at the.
Because no one can
parade.
tell the difference between a trombone and a bazooka.
Nobody.
Right.
There's, this is a very subtle difference.
Yeah.
Trombone's like, you have the little mouthpiece and it kind of comes around and has the big bell, whatever. And then you have a bazooka, which is a long tube that's green that shoots missiles.
That's right. Very
subtle
similar. Very
differences.
subtle difference.
tomato.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you really think they're going to have music instrument maker people there?
Yeah.
Joe?
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm covering
down,
my bases.
So down at Aaron's farm, they're all getting their band uniforms on. They're like, the parade's going to be our cover.
But why aren't they there already?
I think maybe because I thought the same thing. And believe me, it could just be the movie is too stupid to realize that. Okay.
I don't know.
If you're gonna make up a cover for that, it's that they were gonna use the parade to get away in and not get there in it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So
Like
they're
blend in like the fugitive, blend into the parade afterwards.
Okay.
So
So they're just
it's
going to be
not a
walking
great
down
plan.
the parade route with sacks of money and weapons.
With big dollar signs written on the bags. And it's a stupid plan.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
This is the reason why they didn't have a normal cop car and they had that car so they could fit all the missiles in it. It
was a
That's
blue
the
van.
only reason that they gave them that car.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all loading up this blue van full of all their stuff. They've got the RPGs out there. They look ridiculous in their band uniforms. And Aaron and the boys are on the bluff looking through these freaking giant binoculars.
Completely inconspicuous.
All right, it's honestly a miracle that Sparky's hat didn't give him away.
Ben and the boys, right?
What'd I say?
Aaron.
Yeah, Ben and the boys.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Ben and the boys. I just need one of Aaron's guys to be like, my God, there's a 50-foot raccoon on the bluff. Run! Kill it with
We did
fire.
it. We ran him out, boys.
Ran him out.
Thanks, Scotty or Spanky. What's his name?
Slappy.
Sparky.
Slappy.
Sammy.
Swanson.
Anyway, he fires a shot. Ben fires a shot and to get their attention says, you got 2 minutes to give up to Aaron. Aaron, they all stop. They're all right there by the van. They got an elevated position about 200-300 yards away from the farm. And they're like, you got 2 minutes to throw your guns down and leave or come with us, or we're coming in after you, basically.
That's a long time to make a decision.
That's a lot in this scenario.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, I
Take
think
10 minutes, talk about it.
yeah.
See what you wanna do.
Want to sleep on it? Maybe
Yeah.
give me a call tomorrow.
Circle back.
We're going to meet at the diner. Maybe whiteboard it.
We'll
a bit.
reconvene.
Yeah.
We'll put a pin in this.
We're gonna have a meeting next week to talk about this. It's gonna be a weekly meeting moving forward.
Yeah.
No, this scene was reminiscent.
Workshop this a bit.
We're gonna do a sprint.
That's right.
Synergy.
This was reminiscent of the scene in the original True Grit, where John Wayne is shouting back and forth.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'd say that's bold talk for a one-eyed fat man. It felt like
love
that,
that scene.
Yeah.
but
Not good.
it's not.
son of a-
Yeah. I mean, it like you want it to be that,
Oh,
but it's
exactly.
not,
Yeah,
right?
but it's not.
No, because they go fire, and then it's a shootout like almost immediately. They're shooting back and forth. Man, I don't know what they hit on that van, but the doors blew off of that van, dude.
Well, they hit the ordnance, whatever was inside of it.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know what it was, but it went boom, and there
Boomy.
great explosion where you could see the car doors flying off of this thing.
One thing I want to point out.
Okay, please.
Right, is
The
all
one
these
thing.
people- all these people are getting ready, or the group was getting ready to leave to go like rob the place, right?
Yeah.
There was a group of people out having lunch
That's right. There was all these other people.
Yeah.
next to them,
Yeah.
right? A ton of prostitutes, once again, all women. And then they just run in the house and they're just like, oh no, what are we supposed to do? And they cut to them like every 3 minutes.
Their man's going, guess I picked the wrong people to hang out with.
Yeah.
Do you think we're getting paid?
Right.
This is the second picnic that just went south.
Yes. And it's just absolute pandemonium.
I know.
Freddie Howe, the casino guy, comes out the front door and pulls out a snub nose and aims it at the guys 300 yards up on the bluff.
I think I can hit him.
And the appropriate thing, I just gets shot in the chest. Oh, death. Oh. I like Mazel Tov cocktail lady.
Molotov.
Molotov, what did I say? Mazel Tov?
Mazel tov.
It had curls on the bottle.
She was Jewish. She had curls out of her head.
No, the bottle
L'chaim! Just bursts into flames.
steps on it.
What the heck?
These are very dangerous for us to light and
right.
smash.
No, but she was great.
Brutal.
I don't know who she was.
Yeah, I thought she looked a lot like the love interest there,
Right.
But it wasn't.
First
But they
appearance
looked
in the movie.
very, very similar,
Yes.
which really threw me off. But that was, I mean, she was nasty. Like the guys were just like, I'm going to shoot you with a gun,
Yeah.
call it a day. She's like, no, I'm going to throw a Molotov cocktail and incinerate you.
I like to get close.
Yeah, you realize how close you have to be to make that lethal? You know,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
nasty.
And
then
she's a girl, so she can only throw it 3 feet.
Exactly.
I'm just going to pretend like you didn't say that.
I'm just kidding.
She's like, I like when they squirm.
Yeah.
That explosion was big enough to kill like all the people, right?
That's true.
She used
That's
it on one guy.
And then
I had
later
that
after
same thought.
after that
Wait till there's a group.
after that, then she's in charge of the TNT by the bridge.
Oh, that's right. They
That
wired
was
the
the
bridge.
worst scene. I was so mad.
I was expecting the entire team to be on the bridge and they were going to blow the bridge like
Right.
a bridge too far.
Yes.
I thought we are going to have a reenactment of that
Again,
scene.
wait for them to get on the bridge.
Yep.
And then
Nope.
blow it.
First guy.
And it was
Like they do in
Pineapple
Tropic
Shirt
Thunder.
guy. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
A Tropic Thunder. Pineapple Shirt guy. This is the first scene in the movie where Professor or Principal Vernon changes his shirt.
I can't wait.
Okay.
What you said yesterday.
Do you remember what I said? Okay. I'm like, we made fun of him because every scene, and at least a week's gone by in this movie, he's got the same shirt
Yeah.
on. This is the only scene he sees Ben on the bridge. He's like, let's go get him. And he's got a new shirt on. And I'm like, I bet he woke up that day and he's like, you know what? It's time. I'm pulling out another shirt. I'm turning over a new leaf.
Yep.
It's brand new me today,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to take off my lucky shirt that I've been wearing for
My
years.
lucky shirt that I don't get killed.
You know what? That's not real.
New
Yeah.
shirt, new me.
New shirt, new me.
Hold on a second. Exactly. Like he's got a girlfriend, and she's like, "Why do you wear the same shirt?" Like, honey, this is my lucky shirt.
Right.
All these good things have happened to me. That's just silly.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. I don't want you to
Let's
be
blame it on a woman for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't want to. I don't.
I'm on the Raw podcast.
I don't want you to be so superstitious anymore. If you're superstitious, another day I'm gonna leave.
Right.
So what I want you to do, tomorrow I want you to wear a new shirt. If you don't wear
That's
a
right.
new shirt, then I'm leaving because this superstition stuff
Yes.
is ridiculous.
And I wonder, as his smoking carcass laid there, that his final fleeting thought was of her.
I told you.
You like that? You
Hello there. I'm very badly
very
burned.
badly burned.
Some ointment.
Antibiotical cream.
It's almost like the end of Blazing Saddles. They're at this farm fighting, and all of a sudden they're on a
Movie set.
Movie set.
Yeah.
It's 100% a set for in the middle of the woods. There's like a dilapidated old city.
From hills, hills,
Which totally fits the
trees, sagebrush.
Wild West vibe they got.
Yeah.
Yes.
To a movie set.
A movie set.
It's like
Literally.
It's like what was it? Samurai Cop when they flex so
Yes.
hard they changed locations.
This is the second of what will be 3 locations.
Yep.
For this fight.
The sun coming off of the guy's skin that's just wearing nothing but a set of farmer overalls.
Okay, yes. Can we talk about that? Ben, the main character, he knows that this could be the day he dies.
Yeah.
He's going to assault his brother's farm, and he stood in front of that mirror and went,
What am I going to wear today?
overalls, and that's it.
That's it.
Let me just
No undies.
let me just say, I was not complaining.
Oh, come on. Why do you gotta, jeez, why do you gotta take the show down?
Oh, please.
You know something?
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm just
sexist.
His eyes are up here.
Why do you objectify men like that?
Yeah, that's
Okay?
ridiculous.
Oh, so men can
Objectifying.
only
I
be
was
there
gonna
for
say,
looks?
okay. I was gonna say, like for the whole movie, he's like the one guy that didn't take his shirt off, and I was like so proud of him. I was like,
Yeah.
good for you, Ben.
Yeah.
And then
What? Shows
has
up.
to be the last one.
Why would you wear that to the final assault on your brother's base? Just overalls.
It was basically
Did Jimmy look at his feet? Was he barefoot? I bet he was.
he was. He had
I bet
straw
he was.
coming out of his
Sorry.
mouth and everything.
Go ahead.
He's
Sorry.
Huck Finn in it.
Exactly. He Huck Finned the whole thing.
Oh my God.
But a Huck too. But basically, as I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, so it's basically hillbillies versus red shirt Star Trek guys.
Yes.
Because that's what it looked like.
Yes.
Because what a poor choice. Who's the main bad guy or Whistler?
Aaron.
So he's probably like got into this huge firefight, right?
Yeah.
Through all these sagebrush and all these trees, and he's probably like, "This is the bad choice to wear red."
Oh, they could have had a worse outfits on.
Yeah. Like
there goes another one.
There goes one right there.
How about you
Man, I
take
can't
those off, guys, while you're running?
Yeah.
Just
I
rip
can't-
them off and throw them behind you.
There's guys laying in a prone position, doing covering fire, still wearing their hats.
The band hat.
Yeah, like these huge
And these are
band
the guys
hats.
that had their shirts off the whole movie, but now they can't take the shirts off.
No, just lift it off, boys.
How can they see us?
They pull. Why do they keep nailing us, dude? We're like walking targets, you idiots.
They have aimbot.
They're hacking. They get there. They finally pull the RPGs out. And I want to highlight one. There's lots of stunts. There's dudes doing flips out of windows as the building explodes.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But there's one shot where they probably the stunt double for him, but Ben's character leaps out of a window that's about to explode, lands on the awning of a stairway.
Yeah.
Off the awning to the ground.
Rolls down, slides down,
Bro.
hits the bottom, then does a tuck roll over the top,
Yes.
onto some more debris, and then keeps going.
And whether it was him or a stuntman,
It was solid.
that dude was just hitting metal and the ground, and it was like, I thought it was awesome. I'll go for it. I was so impressed. I was like, that looked like it hurt, and I loved these guys. So some of the stunts in these last 10 minutes, fantastic.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Just more meta of this movie in general. The person writing the movie, the script, and then the person deciding how to do it and what to add in and what to leave out.
Yeah.
It felt like they couldn't decide on whether or not they wanted this to be a G-rated movie for kids. But then they're like,
there's not any nudity or anything like that. Not even a lot of cursing.
But then they're like, but, let's have prostitutes and a bunch of drinking and killing.
Yeah.
Right.
And cockfights.
As one does.
Shoot the wires and let's electrocute this guy. Let's just keep thinking of new ways to
He
kill
had
people.
That
totally
was
the best performance ever. He was screaming, and just so you know, if that were to actually happen in real life, I don't think you'd be able to scream. Like
No.
your body would be seizing up.
Technically, no.
We talked about that in Tango and Cash.
Yeah, you pretty much lock up and lay over. Yeah,
Screaming.
that's,
It was so funny.
I just
you may get a because the
air coming
air
out.
coming out of your chest because you're compressing, but that's all you'll hear, and then you're done.
I just don't understand who the movie's for.
No. I
At
don't
all.
know. Who's the intended audience?
I have a
Minors. Minors
children?
They're like
looking
three.
No.
Children?
No. We're not doing this again.
We did this on GMR.
Minors, not minors.
What?
The guys who wear the hard hats and want to blow off some steam after work. That's obviously who this is for.
Ryan, have you been talking about like
children.
minors like ER like this entire time? 'Cause
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like
No.
actual kids.
No, minors. with the hard
Minors
hats.
like ER.
I thought you were talking about like child labor and stuff.
No.
I was like, what is-
She's like, I didn't see any kids in this film. What the heck?
I was just going along with it, but
It took you longer to figure that out than it took me to figure out Aaron
I
was
literally
bad.
just
Wow.
figured that out.
True.
but I think I know who this movie was made for.
Who's it for?
Our patrons?
Yeah, that's no, for sure.
Oh.
That
For
was
sure.
it.
Hey, let us know in the Discord why.
They were obsessed with this movie. We'll get to it in the post
I'm
here.
genuinely interested to know.
All right. So then they get to the oil fields. This is now the third location. They're chasing Aaron. Aaron is just running away at this point. He climbs up on a giant tank, okay, and he's shooting every red barrel like it's GoldenEye, okay, and it's just the whole place is exploding like crazy, and the whole town shows up, okay.
Now they show
Like
up.
a
The parade
gunfight
ended.
happening,
Yeah.
and instead of scattering, they're like, "There's gunshots that way. Let's go."
Let's all
get there.
single file.
Kids too.
Kids, everybody.
Bring your kids.
Come on, Billy.
It's like the Revolutionary War. We're all just
Come on,
going to
we
go
might be able
shoulder to shoulder.
We might be able to see your dad get shot if we hurry. We gotta hurry. Okay.
No,
don't
no.
wanna miss this one.
Wear your outfit. That outfit he put.
Please make sure. Should I change?
You keep that on.
Don't change. There's no time. Straight from the parade that her dad missed. By the way, crappy father. All that build up didn't go to the parade.
Yeah.
Anyway, he yells up to Aaron. Ben does from his inside his overalls and says, "Get off the tank because everything's blowing up." And he goes, "The hell I am! I ain't lost a war yet."
Wait, can I point something out? You
Please.
know Paul, right?
Yeah, Paul.
So
Yeah.
him
Is also there.
Right,
Yeah.
him and Ben ran up together, right? Aaron shoots a tank right next to Paul, and Paul dies, and it's just like
They don't
care.
The movie doesn't care.
Yeah.
this dude that's been working with him for like quite a while, I'd assume, and he just dies, and he's just like,
If you care, Jenna, you care far, far more than the
Yeah.
movie does.
Yeah.
I think
didn't even blink, and I was just like, Aaron, get off the tank.
I think Ben was like, he was always late anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got sick and tired of him stealing lunches from my daughter.
He shoots at this point. Ben shoots Aaron. The force of Aaron's body hitting the top of the tank blows it up.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
That's the way it visually how it looks.
Yeah.
I know. And then kaboom!
The worst CG ever.
Oh gosh, it was awful. It was like a fire from another movie they superimposed in there.
Yeah.
His daughter rolls up like, "Hey, you missed the parade." Where's Uncle Aaron? You're stepping in him, honey. Come on.
Screaming at top.
Turn around. We turn around. Why'd you bring the kids?
How long had that like posse of people been there watching? Like, I'm just wondering. Like, it is.
Longer than we have, because that's the end of the movie.
Yay. What? So how did he fix the situation? How did he fix the town? He didn't fix the town. He just got rid of his corrupt brother.
Right. I think what they're saying is Aaron, even though he was then trying to set up a new criminal enterprise, cleaned up the town so that he could take it over. And so now that they've taken out Aaron, they have the clean town that Aaron provided for them without his new criminal enterprise. That's the way I tried to make sense of it.
It's a
Maybe because they also blew up the oil field, so now there's no going to be no oil.
no
Yeah,
more
because-
miners.
now they'll all be poor.
Yeah, I think it was the people that were doing the fighting was because of the oil and like all the
Yeah.
rich people coming in. That's why they
Right.
were striking out and stuff.
Just a lot of greasy miners causing trouble.
God,
Okay.
Seems.
I hate greasy children.
You know what?
Okay.
Yep. Anyway,
I hate it.
I
I think-
think,
oh, go ahead.
that Ben is a piece of trash because
It's the overalls, isn't it?
he could have skipped a few steps and
bold.
just taken over the town and like cleaned it up himself.
Yeah. If he's good enough to take Aaron's out, like, why didn't you just do this in the first place? Why didn't the shooting club clean up the town?
I know, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, did you? I thought they were just going to come out with muskets because that's basically what the shooting club was. They were just they were just like a musket club.
Well, and he was setting up a musket in one scene.
He was,
So
yeah.
it did, yeah. That would have been funny.
That'd have been incredible.
Wait till you see the whites of their eyes.
Wait till you see the white.
The other guy comes out with an M16.
Oh man. Well, guys, it's time to see if we can make this movie better.
Wait, his daughter's out there with a drum, holding the flag, and little drummer girl as they go out single file row.
Daughter's shot and killed. No.
I didn't see you in the parade.
It's time to see if we can let's see if we can improve the movie with maybe some stunt
No way.
casting. Okay.
There's
But yeah,
no way
there
you can
is.
improve this movie.
We could improve it
No,
by casting a former champion.
No. Listen, James, there's
bodybuilding.
no way you could possibly.
Yeah.
And I know I've been proven wrong before in
Yeah.
the past, but I will sit here and I will put my entire year's salary of BMR on the line.
That's a lot
right?
of money.
I
A
know.
lot of money.
And I will put my entire year's BMR money
Yeah.
and say there's no way possible you can make this movie better.
Get ready to pay up.
You just put Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Son of a bitch.
I honestly think he could make this movie a lot better.
Thank you,
I agree with
Jenna.
you. Yeah, I agree.
Thank
with you.
Can I
you.
guess where you put him?
Where would you put him?
I would put him as Aaron.
Oh,
You know what I
Just
thought?
imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger
Shirtless?
shooting chickens and like just like
so
I don't know if
He
you
would
could
punch a
necessarily.
chicken.
I just think that would make the movie a lot better. I don't know if that would necessarily fix the movie, but I would.
it's
love
finger
the movie.
licking good.
Hold on, guys. I got to call my family because I have to cancel Christmas.
What? You have to cancel.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You don't actually have to give me all your BMR money.
Well, I promised you.
It's okay. Yeah, I know.
Money.
But that little tiny amount's not really going to make a big
Who,
difference.
who
Also,
did you think I was going to say?
To be fair, Joe, that call can wait.
Who do you
They
think
never
would
answer when you
Sorry,
call
kids.
anyway.
be better?
I thought you were going to say you would put Arnold in the overalls.
Oh, is Ben?
No, just the
Country
overalls.
Arnold?
That's the thing. No, Ben
It's just
doesn't
Ben.
do
He's like,
anything.
I'm
of
here.
substance.
That's right.
It's me, Ben. You don't remember?
So I'm just trying to sell some tractors and get my daughter into the parade. I don't have time for this. Get my crazy brother. He'll do it.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you the bad guy? No? Okay. That's good enough for me.
You to be in the parade. You could be the Grand Marshal and you can carry the little stick.
And
It'd be
wave
so
it
great.
around.
You're telling me that would make the movie better?
Yes. All right, just see what Jack Dean had to say here. Jack Dean, back again.
Back again.
Jack.
Throw in Arnold as one of the local townspeople that's part of the shooting club. I'd love to see him running around at the end of the movie with a muzzle loader and a giant coonskin hat fighting against Aaron's boss.
He's Sparky.
He's the Mazel Tov lady.
That?
Yeah. It's just Arnold shows up out of nowhere
not
for 1 second
Mazel tov.
to throw the lots of
Molotov.
Molotov cocktail.
My gosh.
Be great.
You're offending all our Jewish listeners.
We don't have any. Michael Harding.
What?
We probably do. Mike says Arnold makes us better as Boots. Imagine a crotchety old Arnold running a boarding house.
I was thinking of that. I was thinking
These
of that.
lines. 50 years ago in my prime, you'd have to bring a whole case of that stuff if you're going to court me. Okay? I don't go to bed for less than 8 beers. Because milk is for babies. Real men drink beer. Or, stop it! Stop the cheap groping this instant! Stop it now!
It's just in a little dress while he's saying them.
What do you think I'm running here? This is a respectable Reuben house. I'm vacuuming the steps.
Be a little creepy with him peeking through the window.
Arnold breaks the door and he's trying to look through the doorknob, just gets pushed into the room.
Don't stop! What are you doing?
Pretend I'm not here.
Bill
Just keep
Gerson.
going.
Bill Gerson said, I was tempted to make the guy who wins at Pong, the pro hockey, be Arnold, because it'd be hilarious to see him jump into someone's arms.
Just kill them.
But I'm putting him as Ben instead. They already have Arnold in their name, Ben Arnold. Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Since Arnold is known for being a one-man army, he wouldn't need to enlist the help of the shooting club to take down Aaron and his men in the final showdown. You get the Predator sequence where he's
That's
just
it.
getting himself all ready to go, and he takes it all by himself.
You just get him doing the speech to the shooting club, but instead he's saying, like, telling them that he's doing it, and they just need to sit by. I was about to try it, and I was like, I can't
Go for it. Do it.
No.
Come on. You can do it.
Listen, I know you all here have been supportive with me throughout the years trying to shoot, but no, I'm going to do this.
That's so much better.
now.
That's so much better than you've done before.
He's getting
And
better.
he takes the
Yes.
raccoon hat and wears it.
yeah.
Give this to me, Sparky.
Is that right?
My choice is
I will kill you
Bernadette
for it.
Peters. Yeah, I want him to be singing in the third.
When he cups Arnold's butt.
Why did you play the song in my keys?
That's right.
What keys are you hitting?
All the ones you were singing in. I'll kill you.
Why are you trying to grab my buttocks?
He rips the piano in half.
I will break your arm.
Ah.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Rebecca Conkey playing along.
Hey, it's my cousin.
Yeah. And says, of course, he would be either of the main characters. He doesn't play a villain very often, so that'd be interesting if he was Aaron, but he could also play Ben pretty easily. So I say, because of that, why not do a double team like Van Damme and have Arnold play Ben? They're twin brothers, Aaron and Ben, both be Arnold.
Double impact.
Listen, I know that you're my brother, and that's the only reason you're still alive. I was always on your side. I'm on your side still. Well, I'll still be on your side because you've got this perfect body and you look fantastic. And I know that you look great. You've been working out and counting your calories. But it doesn't matter if you're not a good person. Okay.
Do the vigilante firefighter line.
He sneaks up behind him. Hello, other Arnold. You look great. Maybe you should have hired a vigilante fireman. This is pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it's a sweet burn.
All right, guys, let's give this thing some awards. We'll start with the most prestigious one we give out. It's the Will Patton Award for Intensity.
You want a war? I'll give you a war!
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing with a gun in space?
This is
Why do you have a gun in space?
This is the award we give to the actor that was not necessarily even a good performance, just who was so dialed into their character. They just brought a ton of intensity. Sometimes they're great performances. Who do you have, Ryan? You're the first to vote over there, buddy.
I'm going to go with Kris Kristofferson in the sense that he wasn't like busting through the screen with intensity.
Yeah.
But he was just him playing Aaron was very on point and very like cold. He was just very cold-blooded.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, dude. And your cousin Rebecca actually went with John Stedman as Shaky. So I guess it wasn't Spanky or Sparky
We were
Sammy.
way off.
or Sammy or Slippy or Slamming.
We knew it started with an S,
Slapping,
though.
Slamming, Swanson. Swanson?
Samsonite.
That's right.
Wait, what was his name? I already forgot.
Shaky.
Shake.
John Steedman. Yeah.
What?
All right, so there you go. You got a Shaky vote and a Kris Kristofferson vote as we go over here to Joe.
Man, I am so on the fence between Shaky and Aaron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised about Shaky.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the old guy at the diner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For the little, I mean, I almost feel like I know there's another award coming out, and I kind of he could fit into that one as well. But I'm trying to think about intense.
Yeah.
You know, the intensity. So he had a funny intensity to him.
Okay.
But again, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Kris Kristofferson.
Okay.
Kristofferson. Yeah.
That's your planting the flag?
Yeah, I'm gonna plant the flag on Aaron.
All right, fair enough. And Bill Gertzen also went Kris Kristofferson. Man, did he do a great job of playing a character who was completely unhinged. Continually escalated his intensity as the film went on, and continually did more reprehensible things as the film progressed. It made me really not like him. And to me, the worst thing he did was coldly gun down Linda and then apologize to Ben for not coming to the funeral. After that, I couldn't wait to see him get taken down. I know he'll never hear this, but Chris, if your job was making me hate your character, you succeeded. That's another vote, so 3 votes. And look, I wanted to go for Ben, Jan Michael Vincent, because I thought there was a couple scenes where he really peaked and like buried the needle there. But then I keep thinking back to that scene. I thought Chris was terrifying.
Yeah.
When he looked at Linda and said, "I'm going to kill you.
And I don't want to hear anything about
I
it.
don't want to hear anything about it." And then just did it. I was like, holy crap.
Just cold-blooded.
Yeah. And
cold-blooded.
and acting is telling the truth, and I believed him. And I think he killed this one for
I think
me.
he had a real gun and just killed the actress.
Oh my God.
No one's seen her since.
Yeah.
Where is she? I haven't
They
seen
just
her.
kept that in there. That's really odd.
Mike Harding said, look, Boots. She didn't have many lines, but she delivered every one of them with the intensity of an F5 tornado.
Lillian McBride is her
That's
name.
fair.
It's a finger of God. Whether it was necessary or not. That's true. Her intensity wasn't even really called for, but she did bring it. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Jenna.
I was gonna say Boots too.
Were you gonna say Boots?
I was gonna say Boots because,
You
like,
can say Boots.
yeah, okay, I'm saying Boots.
okay.
And I do agree that Aaron was like he never made me like disbelieve like that he was just like insane for doing whatever he's doing. But I think Boots, because like you were saying, like in that role she could have taken it completely differently and just been like a
Some like
an
sweet old lady.
Yeah, just been, like stop, like, you know, I don't know. But she went so hardcore that she's like, "Stop groping each other." Just like, it's like, I don't know, she's doing amazing. Like she's just,
I love it.
She's just yelling for no reason, and
She
she
did
was
get
very
good.
intense, you know.
All right. Well, it's
Pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
Jack Dean said, "I got to give this to the old guy from Blade." Apparently an inside joke to the Discord, which I should say now is a great time to mention, guys. There's all kinds of fun being had on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Patreon yet, you can get access to our Discord there. It's just basically a big group chat of listeners of the show.
There's a lot of
and
people on there.
The hosts
Holy
of the show.
crap, there's a lot of people on
We're
there.
all on there chatting all the time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
There's also a watch party almost every single night of the week
Yeah.
that
Yes.
the Discordians, if I can call them that.
Oh.
No, you can call them that.
Okay, they host them. They will set them up, and so it's a huge community. It's
Good stuff.
Can I pause for 1
Yeah,
minute
please.
here? Is the fans of Bad Movies Rule, do they have an official
Yeah,
name?
it's been a running joke because somebody called it BM Army because the R already starts the word army, right?
Got it. Okay.
But it sounds like we're saying bowel movement army.
BM
So we're
Army.
BM Army. Yeah.
It was Barmy.
Barmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. I
Yes.
just wasn't. I didn't know if it was official.
No. It's unofficially official.
Unofficially.
It's not Facebook official.
Kris Kristofferson kind of just exudes intensity in everything he does, and this is no different. There's just something about the intense stare he kind of always has and the way he delivers lines. I would never thought somebody could look like a badass while wearing a high school band uniform, but this guy
Fair.
proved me wrong.
Pulled it off.
So that means that even though we got a couple of runners up with Sparky and Boots, Kris Kristofferson is
Shaky.
going to ultimately shaky. Did it again. Win the Will Patton Award. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Congratulations. You can
No
pick
one's
up your
going to
award.
argue that.
Now we
with
get
the
to see
receptionist.
who deserves to get thrown in the trash. Their performance, anyway. And this isn't anything personal. But what actor in this role, again, not a career award, and it's also important to note, it's not the character you hated the most. It's who had the worst acting performance in the film, because we want to put people right here in this trash can, as Joe alluded to, with Steven Seagal. So we've named this the Steven Seagal Trash Can Full of Dirt Award.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt. Yeah.
Love never dies, neither do they. Love is eternal, and that's a long time.
All right. I keep waiting for you to sing along with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot my part.
Oh, did you?
It's been so long.
Since you guys sang that
Since we
tune.
sang it.
Well, we've got it immortalized here forever now.
Maybe
so
I'll relearn it.
there you go. All right. We're starting down there with Dr. Madela. Who you got as your trash can nominee?
So I don't know if this is going to be bad, but
It won't be good.
Bernadette Peters.
Why is that bad?
I don't know.
Just because she's a legend and an icon?
Yeah. Every time I pick somebody, you're like, you're an idiot, and you like get mad at me. But I did
just 'cause
not
it's
like her
specifically you.
performance.
Okay.
I don't know her, so she's probably a great actress.
Yes.
In her own right, but in this, like, especially that truck drive scene sealed it for her,
Yeah.
where she's just like, I did not think I would leave. Me go see world from bus.
Me go see world.
Like,
Me hope me can get across border. Me hope Pacific Blue, like in my head movies.
you,
We go to say what to nail.
we stop for food.
Rehabilitated.
All right, Jack Dean said, I want to preface this award by saying I like this actor a lot in other movies, but I thought he was terrible in this. And that's Paul Gleason. That's Pineapple Shirt guy. He's only got a small part in this, but he might as well have had a trash can in there trying to play a goon, extorting protection money and running other goon-specific errands. Final product would have been about the same. Honorable mention for Hulk Hogan and Santa with muscles.
Oh,
It's caught on, man. That's caught on. They do it a lot now. So, because of you. So, thank you for that. But,
damn it.
well, you were about to drop it,
I
weren't
was
you?
going to do it
Well,
again
you
because
can't now.
I took like a week or two off and I was going to do it again. And you had a
Jack got you.
Jack Dean?
Jack Dean got you.
Jack off.
He means that
In a good
all
way.
love.
In a
Yeah.
good way. I appreciate it. Dang it.
that's all right, man.
Okay, so I have to rethink my joke now. I had this all written down. I mean,
I just see I didn't throw it in there. It's literally
I know,
right in there.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Let me rethink the funny.
we're taking everything from you. We took your salary.
Yeah, you did.
Now we took your joke.
What's next? My dignity?
Oh, nothing will beat the joke Nicole got stolen from her. Oh, I can't say that because that's in a future one from this. All right, never mind. Scratch that. Go.
Shh. Okay, so all seriousness now, since I can't make a joke about it, I'm gonna have to go with 100% Hulk Hogan, Sand with muzzles.
Obviously. Obviously.
it's gonna go to Bernadette Peters, Little D,
Okay.
aka Babyface.
So it's 2 votes for Bernadette Peters.
Yeah, she's a wonderful Broadway actress. She's a great singer, but definitely, this one she did not give it her all.
No, certainly not.
No.
Rebecca gave it to Kris Kristofferson.
What?
Hold on.
Wow.
We're no longer family.
Call her up and find out what's going on there, please.
Really?
Because my trash can. I'm going off left field here, guys. Dexter, what was his name? Brad Dexter.
Brad Dexter, the mayor?
The mayor was terrible. Every
was.
line
Yeah,
he
he was
said,
bad.
he was bad.
Yeah.
Give it to mayor.
Straight acting wise, nothing else. Terrible. Every line delivery is
The
bad.
mayor and the banker both suck.
Yeah, not great on either account.
And one got hit.
That's right.
He deserved it.
Bill Gerson said, I want to say the soundtrack because it was so all over the place, but I know it's not allowed. So instead it goes to the bearded guy who was shaking down businesses and asking for protection money. So is that Paul Gleason? Is that the
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Every line he delivered was flatter than a deflated bike tire.
Oh, God.
Yikes. So right now we're sitting at a tie. 2 votes for Gleason, 2 votes for Bernadette Peters as we go over to Jenna with still Mike Harding to go.
Coin slot lady.
Hey, we have a lot of nicknames.
Bernadette Peters.
I thought she was cute, but like it just I don't know.
Little D. You didn't like her one character? Like, talk about not building up characters. Her one thing was that she thinks she knows everybody.
Yeah, that was her whole bit. She's like that she thinks that she knows everybody, but she doesn't know anyone.
Right. Hilarious.
And the one time she had like any emotion was when she was laughing because he said that he also hates cops.
Right.
She's like laughing, and that was
That's
Yeah.
it.
So
Let's go bang then.
Yeah.
So unless Mike, let's see what
Right.
Mike did here. I waited till the last second for these awards, and I'm struggling to pick a trash can. But I guess I'll nominate Hulk Hogan and Santa with
Oh
muscle.
my gosh, guys.
Or
You're killing me.
or the guy that gets electrocuted in the river when they blow the power lines. Yeah,
Yes.
that guy is
Yes.
terrible too. Terrible.
call.
Good call, Mike. Good call. But that means that Bernadette Peters is going to win the Steven Seagal trash can full of dirt. Oh, that bums me out.
If you guys keep taking my jokes, there's no reason for me to be here. Okay? That's my thing. I appreciate it, but you're stealing all my.
It's an homage.
You're stealing my jokes.
It's an homage. That's
Because they like you, Joe.
It's flattery. The next award we give out is to someone that was in a small part, right? An actor that said, you know what, I only got a few lines. I only got a little bit of screen time, but I'm going to kill it, and the movie's better because I was in it. It's the Steve James Award.
You know, every place you go, there's always someone who thinks he's a badass, right? Yeah, right. Then there are those few who are. Are you some kind of a badass karate boy?
All right, guys. Who's your nominee over there, Ryan?
Oh, I've got two that I have to decide between
Okay.
because I liked Shaky,
Yeah.
Yep.
but I really like Boots.
Oh yeah.
I think
both
I'm going to
good.
go with Boots.
Boots.
Leatherface.
Yeah,
Just a little bit more.
just a little bit more.
Bill Gerson said Shaky. John Stedman. The guy was such a hoot to watch. I really wanted more scenes of him. I thought he had the best intentionally funny scenes in the movie. Plus, I really want to know more about why Molly Arnold turned down his marriage proposal, right? Yeah, we never got into that, for sure.
Yes.
So it's one for Shaky, one for Boots. I think it's going to come down between the two of them, but I could be wrong. Joe, who's your vote? You going out of left field?
So I got 3 nominees.
Ooh.
I got Boots. Okay. I got Shaky.
Yeah.
Then I have Brent Armitage.
Brent Armitage. You mentioned this name before. Well, who was he again?
He's the boy in the tree. Right before the one lady gets
teacher, like,
kidnapped.
the teacher.
The teacher gets How the hell did he get up in that tree?
Respect. No, that's good.
There was no limbs.
I'm dumb for missing it.
There was no limbs. It was at least 10 foot to the first limb.
Yeah.
And it was a big tree, and there was 2 kids up there.
I do remember wondering that.
They were way up in the tree.
No, it's impressive.
That made the movie better, you think?
Kind of.
Because it made you go, huh?
Exactly.
I
is
didn't
a
think
better
anything
movie,
of it.
No.
I thought that, the artistic choice of having 2 children
Oh, I see.
in the top of a tree.
Oh, it definitely was.
Right.
It was
My
a
bad.
metaphor
Right.
for the movie. It was the solidness of the tree.
Joe,
was
let me see your
holding
eyes.
up
Yep, they're
the
turning brown.
children of the
Filling
oil
up.
fields.
Oh,
And then the
yeah.
roots
The miners.
were the miners.
These were the miners in the town.
Yes. Thank you, Jenna. Holding my checks in the mail.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So okay. So I have to put this. What?
She just banged her ear.
I turned because
forehead.
I was laughing and then I just went, boop.
Yeah. Jeez. Don't do
It's
it
okay.
again.
Who'd you actually go with, though?
I had my bracelet on.
I'm gonna go with Shaky.
Shaky.
I'm gonna go
That's
with
the
Shaky.
second vote for Shaky.
I like a shakety.
And Mike Harding said there's only so many funny.
shaking.
Or no, he goes, there's so many fun secondary characters this could go to, but how can you not go with Shaky? If only because the man wears a coonskin hat that is visible from space.
Yes.
That's good.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, look, I'm going with Shaky. I don't even think I need to explain that other than he's great. And every scene he was in, even when he's making fun of his coffee or his breakfast, and I mean, I like the guy. It was awesome. Good stuff. Jack Dean said Shaky and his giant coonskin hat. I love when a movie has an old fart like Shaky that's part of the story. Shaky along with Boots remind me a lot of the same old timers I grew up around.
Yeah.
Shaky's coonskin hat is truly amazing. This damn thing should have been the 8th wonder of the world. He must have murdered an entire family of raccoons to make it. Yes, Jack. I love it, dude. So I don't know if at this point it's a foregone conclusion, but Jenna, who you got?
Yeah, so I was in between Boots and Shaky, but I am going to go with Shaky because his scene like at his breakfast place was like the only scene where I wasn't like so confused and like it was like actually enjoyable and I was laughing at it.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
Because
All
no
right.
one got shot in that scene.
That's true. One of the few scenes.
Yeah.
And Rebecca went with Boots, went with Lillian McBride.
That's
so
fine.
she's going to end up in second place there, but both got good call outs. And ultimately, Shaky, John Stedman, is going to win
I'm gonna go with Shaky.
Unsung Hero Award. Love it.
It's my favorite award.
Well, guys, the time has come. We must render a final verdict. There's no one to climb the mountain yet. We haven't done any movies with a lot of these people. I mean,
No.
it's the guy who played Mr. Futterman. It's had bit parts in a couple of the movies.
Yeah.
But we're going to wait for some other mountain climbers. So, Natalie, you have the floor. What's your final thoughts on, and again, marry the objective and the subjective, right? Of it's a good or bad movie and how you felt about it. But I'll give the floor to you.
So kind of what I was touching on before of like, who the hell is this for? I still don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
But aside from the fact that this is objectively a terrible movie, just from the sense of like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the fact that it's so stupid. And so it's a bad movie that absolutely rules.
Oh, I love it. Let's go. We're on the way, guys. Rebecca, your kin said, I watched this movie twice, which you've promised to do now. Don't forget.
3 times, actually,
Yeah,
is what I
yeah.
promised.
I watched it with my dad on the 4th of July. I didn't realize it was a July 4th movie either. So
Yeah.
well, that's a happy coincidence.
Every 4th, we're
right?
going to watch it now.
We watched 2 Burt Reynolds movies after.
Ooh.
So I thought maybe that skewed my initial reaction to the movie, which is that it was kind of garbage. So I watched it again so that I could write my review. My initial reaction was correct. Bad movie, full stop. I did like the women's fashion and hair, mainly Bernadette Peters and Victoria Principal. They both looked fantastic.
Sure.
Also, the fight at the end in the dilapidated town reminded me of a Western. Chisholm specifically, except for cars and a few other modern things. John Chisholm.
We did it!
I know, we're going to work it in
brought
a
it
time.
back.
Thank you, Rebecca, for giving us that opportunity. So one bad movie that rules. Joe, the floor is yours.
Okay. So I've seen some bad movies, and I've seen some bad movies that rule, and I've seen some good movies. So objectively, this is a bad movie. I think the ADR, the pacing, some of the acting, the story, all pretty trash. Pretty trash. Not great by any means. And I feel comfortable, and I feel firm saying that. Was there enough lunacy, enough insanity, enough action, enough enjoyable bit parts to make this a rewatchable movie? Hell no.
Oh,
No, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't stupid enough because they weren't trying to make a stupid movie.
No.
Like Samurai Cop, right away, it was stupid. The hair, the thing. Okay, you're all stupid. So it was just fun being stupid with them. This one here, they were trying to make this drama movie.
Yeah.
And because they were trying hard to make this thing legit and they failed so miserably, it's not rewatchable for me. I will not be watching this a second time. This is good enough for me. So I'm going to say bad movie that is bad.
the funny thing is, I think they were trying to make a good movie with Samurai Cop. I fully believe they were.
Sure,
But I
they're
understand what you're
trying.
saying. I understand what
Yeah.
you're saying for sure. Bill Gerson says, so I watched this movie twice. Look what's happening here. And I would really like to say this is just a straight up good movie. But one thing keeps me from doing so. One thing keeps you from doing so.
There's just one thing.
Right from the start of the movie, with all the upbeat music playing to people getting in fistfights, getting shot, and vehicles and property being destroyed, I couldn't help but notice the soundtrack is so inconsistent and often does not fit at all what's going on in the film. But somehow I found that unintentionally hilarious. Along with that, throw in a solid performance from Kris Kristofferson as a bad guy I love to hate. Some totally insane, solid action scenes with cheesy special effects, and you have yourself a bad movie that rules. But it looks like Bill almost went good movie straight up.
Almost.
Except for that
It's a bold
banjo
choice.
music. So here's what I was going to say earlier
Old
is
Blue Cotton.
I was in the same place Joe was when I watched it with Jen, and I watched this together.
Sitting right here.
Yeah, no, I would like in my
Metaphorically.
thoughts, metaphorically, in that I watched it once with Jen. I was like, that was trash, not even fun, garbage. I even went on the Discord because they've been talking about this movie for months. They randomly did it at a watch party off Tubi, on the Discord. Like, oh, you guys, you got to do it, and waiting for it to be randomly pulled. It finally does get pulled, which Jack was going to use his Dudikoff pick on it next month anyway if he had gotten to it. So we were doing this movie one way or another. Yeah. But I messaged him after I saw it. And it's like, guys, I watched this. What the hell was it? I thought you guys told me that, oh, it's so crazy. Oh, it's this and that. What? And like, no, it's just like a great, ridiculous action movie. I was like, I was expecting utter chaos and nonsense the way that they had built it up, right?
Yeah.
Like kind of like almost like Samurai Cop levels of something. And so I said, all right, they really, I may have watched it in the wrong mindset because I was expecting something that it wasn't. So after you went to sleep, I watched it again up on my
Seriously?
computer. Yes. And I think the second time changes things. For me, it did. Anyway, so I'm going bad movie that rules. With fresh eyes, I can appreciate this movie for what it is. It's not a good movie, and I would change a lot about it personally, but there's so much stuff in it that I enjoy. And I even enjoyed the first time around some of the, especially the stuff between the brothers. So I'm going bad movie that rules. I think this is much, much better than it's rated. And some really legit performances in it and a lot of ridiculousness. So that's me. Mike Harding said, the movie opens with drinking, gambling, bar fights, murders, and locals shooting and torching a police car at what appears to be 7 a.m.
Right before church.
And as a non-American, I must inform you, this is exactly what the rest of the world thinks America is. This action kicks off immediately and doesn't let off, especially for the absolutely insane last 30 minutes. Best of all, it manages to clock in at just under 90, which we all know is the perfect running time for any movie. Main cast is all good. There's some fun and memorable dialogue. The explosions looked hilariously bad, and it was ridiculous that the oil workers wore their hard hats everywhere. But this movie is a hidden gem on par with other great BMR movies that has been introduced to me through this show, like Rolling Vengeance and Hands of Steel. This is a bad movie that rules. No scratch that I changed my mind. No, it was no scratch that I changed my mind. Good movie, full stop.
What?
Wow. Mike.
Hard take.
What?
Wow.
Just wow.
I
don't even know what to do now.
Jenna's got to follow that. Jenna, what are your thoughts on Vigilante Force?
And why it's a good movie.
Okay, so while I was watching this with you, right?
Yeah.
I got to the point where I wasn't even able to say much, like as we were watching it, just because of the utter confusion while I was watching it. I don't think I fully understood the movie until I was sitting here and we talked through it and everything like that.
Right.
But there are so many plot holes, and I was so confused. I didn't know that Aaron was the bad guy till like 3/4 through the movie, and I just
Until after he killed his wife.
I was
Killed that girl.
Such a good guy. Why is he shooting the girlfriend?
lost. And maybe if I saw it a second time, my mind would be changed.
Yeah.
But once the movie ended, I was glad it was over. So I'm gonna say bad movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember, but are you surprised? Because I remember after the movie, you said, "What are we going to talk about?"
Yeah, no, because I made 2 jokes when we watched it, and
Yeah.
I kept looking at you, because I was just like,
Be funny. Come on, Dad. Be funny.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is going to be a disaster.
no, he had to stop it maybe twice to take notes, and
Yeah.
normally it's a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah,
I don't know.
But we always figure out some way to talk about it, and obviously that's
yeah.
what happened. So we're good there. But all right, bad movie. I respect it. So out of the panel, 2 BMRs, 2 bad movies straight up. We got a good movie from the patrons, and we're going to wrap things up here with Jack Deans.
Oh, Jack Dean.
It says, thank DH9K for picking this. This was my next up for Dudikoff, and you saved me a pick. I'm so happy we found this movie on the Discord. All thanks to Johnny Golab watching The Return, which sparked a whole Jan Michael Vincent discussion, which led to us finding this movie on his IMDb. This turned out to be a really fun 70s bad movie that rules.
Wow.
It just comes out of the gates swinging with all that roughnecks drunkenly terrorizing the town at checks notes 7 in the damn morning on what appears to be a weekday. The movie kind of just continues on with nonsense like that all the way to the final showdown, which was awesome. Had an absolute blast watching this with everybody on the Discord the day we found it. It was also fun to see all the international harvester stuff, since our family business started out as an IH dealer way back in 1933.
Yeah, we didn't mention even the truck is an international, which
yeah.
as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's interesting. They chose to have it be an international truck. Once he's like, "Oh, I'm the dealer for that," it makes sense. But it was a cool truck.
They got sponsored by the International. They must have.
They had to have.
And Pizza Hut.
And Pizza Hut.
And bullets.
Aaron comes in. No one out pizzas the Hut.
I wish that would have been the final send-off line for this movie. Speaking of final send-off lines, guys, we got to put a bow on this, and we got to talk about what's coming up next week as DH9K continues to suffer from I don't know if it was the outage that we had, but it's been 2 weeks now.
CrowdStrike.
The CrowdStrike thing, but she was been out since before that. So
You talking about the Windows crash thing?
yeah,
Dude, I worked all night on Thursday night to Friday morning,
Yeah.
and then all day Friday.
yeah.
Wow.
Being in IT, that had been a rough day, but
The entire world shut down.
Ryan continues to work on DH9K to get her back up and functional, but she's been down for a couple weeks here. I don't know if it's a virus or what it is, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Are you not allowed to say? Did she swear you to silence? Is she bribing you?
I'm just wondering what exactly we're looking up on the DH9K computer,
Oh,
James.
well, that's not why it crashed.
Yeah, what kind
Anyway, next week,
Says something about midgets.
we went back to the old random number generator while we wait for DH9K to be back
Why
up.
am I here?
Okay.
Why am I here?
Yeah, don't talk about midget stuff when my daughter's in the room. It'd be
Why don't you
awesome.
mind your business?
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So anyway, we get the random poll for next week. Anyway, and so next week we're going to have Mr. Kurt Mummer in the house. Stephanie's going to be back. We're also going to have Clint here for G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra.
Ooh, we got a special for that, right? Special treat for the YouTubers.
Yes, we do have a special treat for the YouTubers for that. A little intro.
It's gonna
from
be awesome.
somebody that was in the movie. Did a lead in for us for that flick. So join us for Channing Tatum's Marlon Wayans, I think, is in that too. G.I. Joe movie. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I just want to say thank you to Dr. Madela. Thank you to the Mad Genius, Joe Gortowski. And to Jenna. Thank you for being here as well. I'm your host, James Hauser, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Your brother Aaron is coming to town now.
But it's your fault, because you hired him. You're dumb.
Stop being a dickhead, Ben.
Who cares if people are shot? We're having fun.
Go to the fun zone with my lady.
Lots of minors at the fun zone. Fun zone. Fun zone. Minors, Jenna.
Minors.
Okay.
Like
Right.
diggers.
No, I got it.
Aaron's actually the bad guy.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Picnic. Cockfights.